Hi, Don. I had to run and get my chair. You know I'm short, so I had to get my blanket so that I could sit up high.
So people can see you.
Oh my gosh! So yes, I am excited. I have something to show you too. Just a second, I have to share. You know, everybody's like, send me the link, send me the link. So I have to send them the link. Absolutely. I'm like, if you just subscribe, I wouldn't have to do all that. Okay, so that's one.
I just noticed that the new QRC code is hidden by the live and the timing. I don't know if it shows up on. Yeah, because then they have live on like the thing, so the QRC code is not in a good place.
Oh crap! Can you move it?
No, I tried it. It doesn't drop and drag.
I found the cutest little thing today because you know my favorite spot is Five Below. They sell little singing bowls. Oh wait, I can't hear you.
Good. What?
Okay, good. I thought you said I thought I couldn't hear you. They have little singing bowls, and they have them per chakra.
Nice.
And it comes with a little bag. They're like $3.50 a little shot. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. It's pretty loud too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I like it. A little singing bowl. Clear some energy. You know, we need to clear everything we can. So I had this in the window last night to get the, full moon clearing and all that. I put all my cards in the window. I put all my crystals in the window. All of that stuff was in there and ready to, get the full moon clearing, cleaning, cleansing, everything that the full moon is going to do. Just do it. Go ahead.
And this is an amazing new moon. This new moon has so many other things attached to it because of timing and because of the way things line up. And so there is a lot of new revitalizing kind of energy that comes with this moon. So people really need to take advantage of it if they can. They definitely need to.
Miss Linda said we're in cleansing mode, definitely. And I have to see, because, they're talking about Saturn and Pisces. I have to go and see what that's doing to me. Actually, it's putting me in a great mood. I am very joyous. Like a lot of my fears and doubts are going away. So I don't know if that's what it was supposed to do, but it's putting me in a very harmonious mood.
That's good. That is good. So well, it's close to kind of an awakening too, kind of like a getting ready for this like rebirth or something. It's kind of cool.
Tina said something that said, somebody posted something that said, what were you doing in like 94 to 96? And I was like, oh, you don't want to know? I had just graduated from high school, so those were the first couple years of college. You don't want to know what I said.
You were just a baby. You were just a baby back then. Lord have mercy. Graduated from college. I don't even want to tell you what I was doing.
Exactly. So yeah, I have to go and look up and see what Saturn's going to do. And something else they were talking about. I have to go and look up all the transits and see. Mm-hmm. But overall, it seems to be a good thing thus far. Sometimes new full moons and transits and all that stuff will have you all broken up. But I feel pretty good. So hopefully we're on track.
Yeah, Catherine Metcalf sent a really great thing.
I read her moon thing every month, both of them, full and new.
She seems to be pretty right on target. It's kind of scary.
And it's simple enough that you don't have to be like, well, what does that mean? 40 degrees. Like, she breaks it down and says, well, this is what it means. And you know what I like that she put in the last one? She mentioned something about all the COVID and the all the things that it did socially. I like the way that she broke that down, and I definitely want to go back and read that.
Yep. Yeah, and everybody who we're talking about, if you go to JSS, Just Spiritually Speaking, on YouTube or Facebook, Angie and myself and Tanisha did a number of interviews way back when with some various people in the metaphysical world. We're going to get back to those as well. But we did some interviews, and one of them was with Catherine Metcalf, and she's an astrologer. And
oh my gosh! The first 5 minutes, she dropped the F-bomb and blah blah blah, and it was on and popping from there. When I'm talking about a lively interview, she was the funniest. I remember going, and she just let it rip from there, and it was one of the best interviews. I love them all, but hers had to be one of the funniest.
It is,
She
yeah.
was
And when I think
lively
she
from
said,
start
I
to
think we
finish.
asked, if I'm not mistaken, if she's the one who said, we asked, how did you get started? And she said, well, my mom and
With
dad
my
had
mom
sex.
and my dad. Yeah, that was her. Yeah. In like the first 2 minutes, she dropped the
Yeah.
F-bomb. She did the sex thing. We were just like,
Yeah, she was
yeah,
so fun, and
yeah.
she's so knowledgeable and witty and everything. So if you've never seen those interviews, you should see it. We interviewed a number of people, and we're gonna.
Her, Tina,
Yeah, Tina.
Michaela, Scott. Oh, so many people. We were
Yeah,
doing good. We were
yeah,
doing very
yeah.
good back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to interview Montel Hero. He's a local healer, and I want to get him on camera. He's such a when he speaks to you, you can't help but pay attention. He
I would
really
like
is the
to interview Brittany Larson too.
yes.
Brittany
Oh man,
Larson,
could you
Brittany, yeah.
imagine how fun that could be, Lord? I'm not even sure it'd be an interview. I'll be as you say one word and then she's
A
off.
comedy show. Yeah,
Exactly.
she does go very fast. Like
She
that,
does.
she speaks very fast. Yeah.
Exactly.
But
She's
yeah,
a
and she's
sweetheart
so
too.
high energy. I feel like you have to have a Red Bull to even be on the stage with her. Like,
Yeah, she had me come on her TikTok one time, and at first I was like, and then I figured out, okay, just wait and you find a place and then jump in. That's how it works.
yeah,
But
yeah,
her energy is amazing. When you're around her, she just is a ball of energy to say the least.
yeah. I like her a lot too.
Yeah, so
Definitely
folks,
like her.
go check out Just Spiritually Speaking, again,
Yeah,
YouTube and Facebook, and you'll see the interviews, and they're amazing. They are
yeah.
long. They sometimes go for an hour, but you can watch a
Sometimes
little
it's two parts. Oh, we even interviewed Shauna, remember?
Yes,
Yeah.
yep, we interviewed Shauna. That's right, way back
Mhm.
when. Yep. So, hey,
And it's
welcome in,
just
Terry
their
T.
take on their journey or what they do or whatever. I
Exactly.
love it because it's them. It's kind of like the master class with Oprah.
Yes.
Always got to bring a friend.
Yeah, and we didn't, because our thing wasn't so much only about what you know and what you did, but it was more like, how did you get there? What brought you there? When you were there? Whatever. And then opened up the door to them to talk about whatever they felt they wanted to convey. And so it was such an easy, fluid conversation that you don't even
Yeah,
feel like you just feel like you're watching some people sitting together in a living room
yeah,
enjoying a conversation. It's so nice.
yeah. I
And if you
liked
look closely,
Scott too.
there's one where you watch an interview. It's not an interview. It's just me, you, and Tanisha, and we kind of give our own stories. The very
Oh
first one
yeah,
we did.
how we started or something like that. I love
Yeah.
that one. That one was the very first one. I loved it. And we were so like we didn't practice or anything. It was one
No,
take and we just ran through it. Well, it took us a minute to get the intro down, but
it did.
after that, it was just on and popping and we were good. We really just flowed through and we just kind of, fed off of each other and I loved it.
Yeah, it was good. We actually wound up laughing so much over the intro because we kept messing up something little, and then we just started laughing, and it was so. But it brought the energy up to such a point that the conversation just
Exactly. I tell people all the time, laughter will raise your vibration. If I'm having a bad day, sometimes I'll put on a funny video or something like that, and it'll definitely raise my vibration or some music, but definitely laughter because you kind of, how can you still have a low vibration when you're laughing like that? It's just kind of like, hello, feed me that energy. And then the sunshine, I'm happy that the sun is back out.
yes.
Maybe
And
that's it. Maybe it's not Saturn that's making me happy. It's the sunshine that's making me happy.
whatever it takes, right? We'll take whatever. Well, everybody,
Yes,
welcome
yes.
in Crystal, Terry T, Shelly, Vernetta, Elizabeth, welcome in. As you all popped in, Jojo, also Summer, welcome in. Creating Balance, Linda, Mistrizik, if I got it right, hopefully I did. Sorry if I messed it up. Pamela P. Love Ramaj, and Pamela is our local amazing person because every day she puts in the affirmation, and I'm telling you, folks, she's living the affirmation. She puts it in there and she puts it out there. So remember to do your affirmations if you can, because remember, if you are not directing your energy in any way, then don't get pissed if it goes crazy, because guess what? You're not taking control of your energy. Take control of your energy.
Exactly. I did the sage, I did the full moon ritual. I released all that no longer served me and all other stuff that I wanted to release. I've done it all. I sage my house. I even, like I said, I use the affirmation as a mantra sometimes. I'll be walking or I'm having a bad day and I'll just sometimes repeat it, and it'll kind of lift your energy too. And sometimes I feel like I hear clearer from spirit when I say it, and they'll be, they'll just kind of, speak a word to me that kind of eases my anxiety or whatever it is.
Exactly. JoJo was saying she takes some classes with Brittany, and it's interesting because when we were doing the live on TikTok with Brittany, when she and I was doing it, one lady was getting like anxious because she wanted the reading. She didn't want to hear us talk, and Brittany and I, just the Brittany just feeds you, and you can't help it. And we went off about all this stuff and all this conversation about what it is to do this and how metaphysical analysis, and it was crazy. And about an hour and a half later, we realized, I guess we should start reading. It was so crazy. So,
for all of you who keep saying, can I ask a question? Just put your question in there. And then Kina, who is back behind the scenes, will pin your question. When it's your time, she'll post your question and then we'll read you. And then once we close the list, she'll have it scrolling across the bottom. Again, remember to be nice to Kina. If you're not nice to Kina, then we will not read you. And also remember that Kina is, manning like 7 or 8 different platforms, because where there's like 2 or 3 Facebooks, there's 2 or 3 YouTubes, there's Twitter, and there's Twitch. And so she's manning all of those chats and she's responding for you. So please give her time to try and get the list ready, respond to you, and get your questions up. So just be mindful of that and get your questions in quick, because like 20-30 minutes in, we're done. The list is closed.
And this closes up quick. And if you're on Facebook, don't forget to do this, please. And if you're on YouTube, we're going to do this one. And no matter which one you're on, we're going to do this one, please, as well. And today is Dave's birthday. Dave is joining us in chat. It's his first time, so welcome in, Dave.
Oh, I did see that, Dave. Happy birthday.
This is your birthday.
For all of you.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, Don, go ahead.
No, I was going to say today's my brother's birthday, so I'm wishing him
happy birthday.
As well.
I like it.
What do you say, Angie?
For all of you who are asking, how does blah, blah, blah feel about me? You can get a general love reading. I will not tell you how another person feels about you, but I will give you a general love reading. And if that person comes up in your energy, then you'll get an understanding of how that situation could turn out. But I won't tap into their energy on your behalf. That's a question that you need to go to them and ask. And I do understand your need to want to know, but I just feel like it's an intrusion on their personal, space by going into their energy and saying, hey, do you like Sally, when Sally talks to you and Sally can ask you.
Exactly. So this is the birthday song for everybody whose birthday is today, including Dave and my brother and everybody else this week. This is for you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. So with that said, let's get rolling. Let's do some.
I'm ready. I even got my pendulum up here. I brought sage, but I didn't even use it because I didn't bring a lighter. So I guess that's not going to happen.
I hear you.
I even brought the little shell and just didn't do it.
Yeah, I was in Sedona the other day and past weekend, and somebody had I went to the shop and this woman had this little teeny little house cleansing kit, smudging kit, with this little teeny piece of Santo, like this little, and one little teeny, and I'm looking and I'm like, and it's $48. $48. I'm like, what the hell? Crazy. So
Lucky Empress 7, happy birthday. She said her birthday was yesterday and she's still celebrating. You get the whole month or however long you want to. If you want to celebrate in June for your birthday, that's your problem too. I'm with celebrations all the time. I'm still getting birthday gifts, and my birthday was on the 26th of February, so I'm okay with it.
So what is who's our first person, Kina?
Oh, the list is closed
already. Wow, that was quick.
And she told us it's Misty. I remember the first time she put her name up and I was like, Miss, and she was like, Misty. I was like, oh, okay, Misty.
Misty, are you still here? Misty. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And she's from Twitch. That's right. That's cool.
Oh yeah, she says she is still here.
Nice, nice,
Wait,
good.
what is Miss Linda saying? $48 for 1 square inch of what? Hi, Arkeisha.
Oh, I think she meant because the box is so small.
Oh,
Because that smudging kit was like $48. It was crazy. Yeah,
oh my
and
God.
yeah, and mine was like twice the size. You know, crazy for half the price. Pamela says her birthday is Sunday. Well, then happy birthday to you as well, Pamela. Happy birthday.
Oh, all these Pisces, just surrounded by Pisces. There are a lot of birthdays during Pisces season.
Well, Misty, be prepared for some change. Stay in control of the change. Control how the change happens upon you, but be prepared for some change because it's coming. The news, again, the news is going to bring a lot of good energy for you. I see a lot of positivity.
Was that the Chariot, Don?
This is the Knight of Cups. So I see a lot of good positive things coming from that change, a lot of movement forward. It's like you were stuck or something, or you were kind of waiting for something to trigger or to move you, and you finally did, which is great. Hey, Naturally Divine Guide, it's nice to see you. And then the third card that I had is the Four of Cups. And so again, the change that's coming, it seems to be that it's a gift from the universe to kind of shake things up. You're kind of stuck. This is that stability card. And so that stability card says, get ready for change. Change is going to be a good thing. And then most importantly, of course, moving forward toward happiness. And I love this too, because this is that Six of Cups. Again, so the good part is you've been working on this. So it may be like, I don't know if it's a change of job maybe, or something you've been working on, change of job or career or something, but a change is coming. This is not I really don't see a wands here, so I can't say job necessarily, but I see a happiness cards here because of all the cups. And so something that's going to make you happier. There's a change in your life or in something that's, again, is going to switch things up and make you happier. So you're moving into a happier time. The most important thing is what you do with it. Look at this. That's the last card. So again, lots of happiness with this. You're moving into a much more happy, confident place, stage in your life. And again, things are shifting. So embrace the change, okay?
It's funny that as soon as you pulled up your card and said control, I heard, because I said, what information do you want from Missy? I heard take control. And then they showed me the Chariot card, like you take control of the reins. If you want victory in this situation, you need to take control. But then the card that popped out was the Knight of Cups. Is that one of the cards that you had down, Knight of Cups? I heard if you want love, you need to love yourself. Like, do you love you? Again, if you met you, would you want to date you? And the first thing I heard was, do you love you enough? This is where you are at this Knight of Cups, somebody bringing in a romantic proposal, but do you have the emotional intelligence to accept that cup of love? I can bring you to the water, but are you going to drink it? So what I'm hearing Spirit say, because this is very emotional, I think a lot of your cards were cups, and both of the cards that I got immediately were cups, the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. And they're saying somebody's going to offer you love. Are you ready for that love? Are you ready for it to come through? And I kind of see that the image that they showed me was of this, like, do you love yourself enough? Do you cherish you? So if you're in a battered place and I come in and tell you you're beautiful, but you don't think that you're going to always think I'm lying. Now that's a rift in a relationship because I think you're beautiful, but you don't think you're beautiful. So every time I tell you you're beautiful, you're going to think I'm lying. And then that's going to cause tension. So you have to, for real, be ready for love. Are you ready and open for love? All these cups, it has to be a very emotional issue. I felt like you wanted to ask a love reading, but you didn't. And so that's all that came up was love. There's a serious emotional issue. Like they didn't even show me anything else but love and you holding yourself. And then the question that I got, are you ready to receive the love that's coming to you? And have you given the universe the list of things that you want? Like when I always tell y'all, the universe knows what I want, how tall I want him to be, what color I want him to be, how, I want him to be a gentleman. I want him to have big gloves, all those things. The universe knows exactly what I want, So does the universe know what you want? What is your love language? Do you know what your love language is? My love language is actions. What do you do to make me feel loved? Some people just need to hear it. So you need to tell the universe, I want somebody who speaks love to me. I want somebody who speaks their emotions to me, or I want somebody to show me their love. So you have to decide what you want, because you could say, I want love, and you want them to say, I love you every single day. And then they're buying you roses and candy. And you're like, well, he doesn't ever say it. That's because you didn't let the universe know what you want. And I can tell you that if you say it enough, because they're tired of hearing me say it, they're tired of seeing my little list. They're tired. They're like, Angie, we got it. We know what you want. Don't tell me again. So you have to make sure the universe knows what you want and how you want it. And it's okay to be honest and truthful. Like I tell them all the time, I don't want a person that's shorter than me. I wear heels a lot. So when I put on heels, I'm 5'8". I don't want somebody that's 5'5". And that's not to say that they're not a good person. That's my personal preference. Again, what I say, it's all about protection. If we're the same height, we're not we're not defending ourselves against any kind of predator. They're like, oh, they're the same height, just knock him down and take all her money and everything. I need somebody who has a little bit of stature so that they know that they can't rob us or hurt us, and they have a little intimidation against that person. And that's just my personal preference. Not to say the short people aren't great, because I'm one of the short people. I'm just saying the universe knows very well what I want and how I want it and what I want them to be. There's never a thing like, well, Angie didn't tell us. Hold on. Let me go back in this journal and tell you on the 15th, on the 27th, in 2021, and 2020, and 2018, you know what I want over and over and over again. So basically, are you ready for love? So that's what I got for you, Miss Misty. And I didn't even see, I thought I saw her comments in there, but maybe not. So I don't know if that resonated, because I don't see anything that she said after we started the reading. But she was in there. I get a tearfulness, like she's crying, like she's emotional, like, oh my gosh, they knew exactly what I wanted. You know what, and a lot of people think that it's okay to say that. That's a kind of greeting that I think that people say, oh my God, you've put on weight. How do you tell people that? Or like, when I was pregnant, the one thing that I hated for people to say, oh my God, your nose is so big. Really? You don't think I have a mirror? You don't think I look in the mirror every day and see what my face looking like? That's not a compliment. Oh my God, your nose is so big. That's not nice, but I guess.
Bless their little heart.
Exactly. Bless your heart. Oh, she says she was crying. They showed me her crying. She says, ha ha ha, I was crying. I saw tears, but I saw them as a release or as a relief. Like she knows exactly what I'm saying. She knows exactly what I want, but the love is coming. You just have to be ready to accept it. So I definitely got that. Crystal said that's one of the reasons why I hate pregnancy. That's just one on a very long list of reasons why I hate it.
I can say if that's one of them, Lord have mercy. I can only imagine the list of them. Like, child, you destroyed my body. You inhabited me for 9 freaking months.
Exactly. Moving and just, oh my gosh, it's so heavy, and just trying to, Miss Linda said your nose and your butt. Exactly. No. Like, oh, those are not compliments, people.
Exactly.
All right, Keena, who's next?
Exactly. Terry T. I need some guidance. I had arguments with people these few days, and I don't know how to handle it and how it's the outcome. Oops.
Oh, I saw that. Miss Arkisha giving us her update saying that she had a great time in Cancun. Great. I feel like you have another vacation coming up in May. Are you doing something for Mother's Day, or are you planning some kind of celebration, Arkisha? I know you're not on the list, but I see a celebration. I see big hearts, and it says May. So there's something happening in May. If it's not graduation or Mother's Day, there's a big celebration in May for you. So I don't know what that is, but I do see you having another good time, because they're showing me pans of food. So maybe you'll be catering something. Oh, remember, she's the one who wanted to know if her cooking will work, Don, or if that was going to be. So I see plans of food and those little, what are those little things that keep the fire under your pan? What are those little things called? The little
Yeah, the
whatever.
little like kerosene things or whatever.
Yeah,
Little
they know what I'm
kerosene
talking
things.
about. So I see those, Arkesha, and I see like little silver pans, like you're catering something, and maybe you're behind it, and you're dressed in a uniform, like with your chef hat on, and your apron, and you're very neat. So I do think that your business will pick up this summer. And remember, in Michigan, open houses are very big around that time because that's graduation. So be prepared to cater graduations and open houses and things like that. So I do see your food business picking up, even though you're not on the list, Miss Arkesha.
Julie says sternos. Sterno. Yes,
Oh,
sterno
okay,
burns.
sternos. Yeah, I would have never called it that. Exactly what I said, the little things that go up under the silver pans that keep the food. But sternos are good.
Absolutely. Hey, before we move on, Terry T, you're never a downer. Don't worry. We love you. We adore you. So don't worry about that. Um, somebody's father is named Tom. Tom recently passed, I would say within the last 2-3 years. Tom is here. So just to let you know, Tom came in and Tom's like acknowledging your presence. If your father is Tom, he's a dark-haired man, very handsome man. Um, uh, again, father. If your father is Tom and he died in the last 2 or 3 years, let me know because he's here. But we can continue on with Terry T but I'm almost, again, this is an energy, it's here, but I don't want to take time up if you're not here, whoever it's for. So if you
Oh
have
my gosh, Terry T, my ear is itching so bad, and I got information. They said you may not want to hear this. Was your argument with people like patients or family members? Because I heard like we're like they showed me somebody in a straight jacket. And it's like we're restricting you so that you can advance, like you're stalling yourself. Like whatever that program is that they wanted you to do, that's not just them asking, that's the divine demanding that you step up and move yourself to the next level. And so they're making it hard for you so you can want to get out of the patient side of it. Because if you're specialized to the degree of what you were saying, a person who like removes blood clots or whatever, I think it was blood clots from the brain is what he was saying, or I knew it was something about blood clots. If you're specialized, you're not so much dealing with the patients every day. And so this is to force you to move forward. What I got was dreams. You dream of, enjoying your job, going into work and laughing. Because initially I thought, oh, well, maybe they don't take your humor. And they said, no, this is to make blood clots from the gland. This is to make you move forward. You don't seem to want to move forward. And the universe is saying, yes, you are needed. You are necessary. You would thrive at this. This is a challenge that you need. You're stagnant, you're bored, and work is just routine for you. They're showing me the Knight of Pentacles, which means that it's just routine. You're dependable. You're there. You're doing what you're supposed to do. And if you would ever think about your dreams, you want to do something spectacular. You want to be recognized. And it's okay to want that fame because I am waiting on my moment when somebody says, hey, are you A5Says? And I go, yes, I am A5Says. So that's all I'm saying. It's okay to want to be famous. And so they're saying jump all in there. There's a fear of failure for you on this program. You don't want to do the program because you're afraid that you won't do well. And they're saying you will. It's already aligned. They're showing me the road. All you have to do is on it. And every time you turn a different way, you know a story they're telling me in the Bible, Jonah and the whale. Remember, the Lord told Jonah to go and warn the people, and he didn't want to do it because he says, you're going to forgive them anyway, so I'm not going to do it. So he went the total opposite way of what the Lord told him, got on the boat. Supposedly, he got thrown off the boat, ended up in the well, and they spit him back on the earth because he was supposed to do something that he wasn't doing. So it's like, this is what the universe wants you to do, go right, and you're going left. And they're saying it doesn't matter how many times you go the wrong direction, we're going to send you right back to where you're supposed to go. So for me, they are holding you, like they literally have you in a straitjacket, and they're tying you up, and they're giving you displeasure in your day-to-day activities because you need to move forward and do what they want you to do. So that's what I got.
So the only thing I got to add to that is, Terry, I get the feeling that in the arguments you were a little less flexible than you could have been. So you really stood your ground. You're like, okay, and you're like, I'm not moving on this. And the question is were you in the moment? Because sometimes again you can be a little determined, and that's not a bad thing. But I think in this case, you kind of, again, there was some inflexibility maybe, or you felt they weren't getting your point, and they kind of got you irritated more because you're like, here's my point. but you kind of entrenched yourself on that. But don't worry, I don't see it being a major blow up thing. Again, this is the lovely card, it's the world card. So again, I think that the conversation, all that stuff, put it in perspective, move on, don't hold it against people. But learn from what they said. Even if you didn't agree, take something from their information. This is the queen. The queen is always learning and growing, and this is new information because this is the sword. So again, learn and grow from what information they gave you. Even if you don't agree with it, even if you didn't think it fit the situation, I do think that you should again give some credence to what they said, so where you understand their point of view, even if you don't believe it was the right point of view. Okay. So again,
I have two things to say. Dave, if you made the list, you should have a response from Kina saying, hey, you made the list. So you're on Facebook, you should have a message from Kina that's saying, at Dave, you made the list. So Kina lets you know when you make the list. She will post the list at the bottom, but make sure you're reading through the chat and you're looking for the tags, because Kina tags everybody that makes the list. Also, Terry T, this is what Spirit told me. There was two things. In 5 years, will this argument even matter? And two, do any of these people pay your bills? If not, move on.
Ching, ching, ching. Exactly.
Like, even if they heard you, what difference is it going to make? Like, there's a lot of arguments where I wanted to be heard, because I remember 30-year-old me and 20-year-old me had to be heard. I think back on those conversations now, what difference did it make? None at all. It was just a big argument that I had. Those people don't pay my bills. I don't even talk to half of those people anymore. So in 5 years, and I remember seeing that on this talk, these people were doing this talk show, and they said in 5 years, if this conversation or this issue isn't going to matter to you, let it go and move on. Okay, we beg to differ. There's been a lot of conversations now where I'm like, okay, we don't agree on this, we're going to move on. It doesn't matter, especially if this is in my personal life. Like there's things that, people that we don't agree on all the time. Okay, that's fine. Move on and keep it going. Especially now that that we're into this. There's a lot of people I don't believe in. Okay, that's fine. We're going to move on. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not going to have this discussion with you. You believe this and I believe that. We're not going to discuss it. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to try to make you see my side. You don't pay my bills, so I don't have to listen to anything that you're saying. Move on.
Yeah. And Angie, I think that is such amazing advice for everybody, actually, too, because again, sometimes we get so contracted and so worked up over something, and you're like, in 5 years, will this conversation still have?
Heck, in 30 days, will it matter?
Exactly, in this day and age, for sure. So no, I think it's great advice. I think it's great advice. More people should listen to it and use it. Absolutely.
And sometimes it's just an energy vampire. Some people just love to argue. So it doesn't matter what you say. They're always going to refute it. Well, that's not what you said, or that's not what I said, or that's not how I said. And I used to be sitting there just grinding my teeth. Like, I wish I had a recorder so I could go back to the exact point where you said exactly what I said. And so now my blood pressure's all up. My eyes are bulging out of my head. Our volume is on 10 and they don't see my point and I don't see their point. And in the end, neither one of us got what we wanted. So we could have just kept it moving.
Yep.
But again, that program, if it hasn't started to the point where they've tied you up and made it feel like you don't like work, it's going to get to that point because they really do want you to excel and they really think that you would be a great candidate for this. And I just feel like you are missing an opportunity. Like, I literally see like them knocking at the door and they're knocking and they're like, well, nobody's home, so they're going to turn around. But they really do want you to do this program because you would be a great success at it.
Super. So, Kina, who is next? Hopefully it helps you, Terry.
Oh, he said he definitely feels like he's going to get into it. Hi, our mentor is on here, Tina.
Hey, Tina, nice to see you. Tina is the Tina from the Monday night group we talk about here in Phoenix. When we talk about visiting our Monday night class, Tina is that person that is the moderator and runs the show and has taught us so very much. So this is Tina, everybody. Let's say hello to Tina.
Hi, Tina. Oh my gosh. I am constantly saying some of the things that Tina taught us. And like I always say, your introduction into the metaphysical makes sense or kind of guides how you go along. And she was so very clear. There's no competition. There's enough room for everybody. you know, just basic things that she told us, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And to this day, I still hear those things, even if I grind my teeth and roll my eyes when I hear them in my head. Like, I know, Tina.
Yeah, Tina is the one who kept telling me. I would say I'm not a psychic. I mean, I'm not medium. Not a medium. She's like, yeah, okay, whatever. You
That
believe
was
it.
my thing, because I used to be like, I'm not good at mediumship. And she was like, stop saying that. And so I changed it from I'm not good at mediumship to I'm getting better at mediumship.
Exactly.
So there you go. All right, Kina, who's next?
Oh, Tina.
All right, Miss Tina. Okay. I hear baby number 2. Is there another grandbaby on the way, Miss Tina? Because I heard baby number 2. Oh, it is. I clearly heard. They didn't even show me a belly. I heard baby number 2, and I feel like it's a boy with who looks a lot like the dad, like the little, like I see the little haircut and everything. Oh, she said yes. I heard baby number 2 so clearly. Oh my gosh, and I feel like it's a boy. Oh, it's a girl. I felt like it was a boy because I saw the little short hair. And well, maybe she'll be a little tomboy, but she said it's a girl. I felt like it was a boy.
Funny part is when I saw her,
Everly, I feel like she's gonna be a great big sister. Yeah,
it's funny when I saw.
She thought it was a boy too.
Yeah. So when I saw Tina the one night before, she had just found out, and I walked in, and I'm like, I told her number 2, and she's like, yes. And I'm like, okay. And then, but I saw a boy too, and I told her, I said it's gonna be a boy, and I was wrong.
Maybe the doctors are wrong, Don. We have a direct connect to the spiritual baby. It's a boy.
Exactly.
Buy a lot of yellow and green, because you don't know. It's not gonna be a girl. Oh, exactly. Tina said maybe it's both. Is it 2 babies in there? Whoa, baby. Oh, Lord, no. But I do feel like the little sister is going to be a big help. Like, she's going to want to get up there and help feed the baby, help, change the baby. Little things that she can do as a big sister. I see her in a shirt that says big sister or something like that. She said, no, just one. Okay. And then I see, are you about to have the baby shower? Because I see like you getting the land ready for a celebration or for some kind of party, like you clearing out stuff around your land. So I feel like you're getting ready for a celebration or party or an event. Something is going, because I see you like clearing out the land, like clearing out the brush, getting the yard all ready for some kind of specific event. And then they show me again, and I've seen this for you before, the walls being pushed out. Like, you're here and the walls are being pushed out. So you're being expanded, not just in the baby department, but expanded in your metaphysical. She says she's having a huge trance event. Okay, so I see it. Okay, and I just feel you're getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're like pressing you out. You have new ideas. There's something new that you want to do. In addition to whatever this trance event is, there's something new that you're thinking about. And is this event, not the trance event, but the new event, is it something? Oh, there it is, Don, with the car. Is it, dang, those hands were on fire. I like the power in that. Mm-hmm. I love the way that card looks. But is the event in May? They keep showing me May or June. Is there something specific in May or June? Oh, the tutors are coming from England. That's for the trance event. But there's something else that you're going to do, like another idea that you have that you're coming up with on your own that is going to draw a lot of people, like more people than you thought. And I see you splitting in two, like there's going to be this and there's going to be that. And I think she did that. Did she do that with the trans event too? The two? Okay. So I feel like the class is going to be so overwhelming. She's going to have to split it in half. Oh my, Don, I think we may be psychic. We're like reading each other.
Exactly.
So I do feel like there's going to be another event coming up that she's like kind of mulling over in her mind, and she hasn't even kind of put pen to paper or kind of even spoke it out and got it together yet, but it's coming, and she's going to have to split it because it's going to be so great, and it may end up being an annual thing, but I don't know if it's this trance event. It could be something else, but definitely there's something else that's going to happen for you, Tina. I'm so excited. I'm definitely going to keep watching online because I want to know, and I might even join the mediumship class that you're doing, Don. You know, the year one. I'm thinking about that. Adding that one. The next class is like the 21st or something.
This coming month is going to be different. It's going to be 1 week later, because of the an event that falls on that specific
I
day.
think I want to add to that because it's once a month, and so I do see you adding another event, and it looks like it's going to be great.
Yeah, and this
But
is
go
that
ahead.
planning card. The planning, so start putting flesh to the bones on that other event because this is that planning card. But it definitely, I can see that something's going to change, like something's going to pop. So definitely that change is coming. All these events are going to bring about a change. And again, it's a change in a way that you get noticed. You're working to get noticed, and all of a sudden now you get noticed. You're like, how is that possible? And look at this. It's because you're aligned. You're aligning with, again, your chakras are aligned. Everything is lining up for you. It's like it's meant to be at this time, at this juncture, as you would say, which I love it. And look at this.
Don. Oh, go ahead. I'll say it later.
This is the 3. This is the wisdom. This is that reaching out, talking to people, getting people's advice. You've been doing that. You've been getting that advice. You've been talking to people, trying to figure things out and work your way through it. And you did. But look at this. You've been patient, and it's coming to you. This is that Queen of Wands. That's that patient entrepreneurial energy. So again, you're going to find what that is, and you're going to blow it away. So again, start putting some flesh to the bones with the plans.
Don, show that Tower card again.
I don't have the Tower. I have the Death card.
What was that gray card? What is that?
That's the Death card.
Oh, Death card. Okay. Right. So they said it's the end of your anonymity. You're going to be like that famous that person. That it's the end of your anonymity. You're going to be that's that big drastic change. And it's going to be a good thing, but it's going to be overwhelming at first with people being like, oh, that's you. And, kind of that moment that I'm looking for, that are you A5Says? Hey, are you Tina? And you're going to get that recognition. You're about to lose your anonymity is what I'm seeing. Like you're just about to explode, like Don is saying. Like it's a necessity. Like I feel like you have an event, and out of that event, this buds out of it, and it's bigger than you thought. And you're bigger than you thought. You're already bigger than you think because we are constantly saying your name. So, but I do feel like you're gonna lose you're gonna get that famous. You know how they be like, when you're famous, you kind of you don't get to go to Target on your own anymore. So you're gonna need a bodyguard.
Right. And folks, Tina is not only is she psychic, but she's also and medium, but she's also a healer, an energy healer. So Tina, if you can you type in how people can connect to you and reach out to you? If you're looking for energy healing, she can do it long distance, so you don't have to be in our city to do that. But again, she's also psychic and medium. So Tina, type in how people can connect to you if they want to reach out to you.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, that was so exciting. And the energy was so strong. Yeah. Like there's so much joy in Tina right now. Like I feel like she's very high energy and she feels good and she's excited about all the changes. And I feel like Tina has expanded in ways that she wasn't ready for either. Like she's like, whoa, I didn't even know that I had that in me. And then there's more and there's more and there's more, because they keep showing it coming as little spurts. Like if you got it all at once, it would be whoa, way too much. But they'll give you a little bit more and a little bit more, and like it's kind of pouring out of you, and you're like, it's so many things pouring out, you can't totally get all the things out that you want to do.
Exactly.
Oh, she put her list up, Don.
Super. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate that. Yeah, but I do see some things closing at the same time. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to jettison some things as you feel they are no longer productive. So I can see you getting rid of some things too. So be prepared for that. And you know what I'm talking about. You probably already have some ideas of some things that need to be maybe put to rest. Because again, you only have so much time. You only have so much time in a day. So even Tina. I
think you might be psychic, Don, because I think we're thinking the same thing.
Exactly. Yep. So
Judy Nails, there's Tina's info at the bottom. It says www.tinaescoto.com. So there it is at the bottom of the screen, right there, her name and then her information on how you can reach her. And it's also in the chat. You're on the same Facebook page, so you might be able to see her information now. Oh my gosh, Tina, it is such an honor to have you in our live.
Yeah, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it so very much.
All right, Tina, who's next? Like I felt like that raised the energy because her energy was so high.
Yeah.
Miss Pamela.
Birthday girl, the birthday girl.
Immediately I saw she said there's a major shift happening. You guys are spot on. Exactly. I do feel that major, and I feel it in her, like, oh my gosh, like, yeah. I just want to be in the atmosphere when you get this shift. For Pamela, immediately I saw somebody grinding their teeth and somebody feeling like they're in a jail cell. I feel like you've dealt with a lot. You've had a lot of loss. You've had a lot of um, things that have negatively impacted you in the last couple months. Not even over the lifetime, just in the last few months. But you're so like you're fighting so hard for it, and they're showing me the 9 of Wands. Like you're fighting so hard for it, and you're like, I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying. I see tears in your eyes. I see loss after loss after loss, and you're just like, oh my gosh, when are you going to help me to get out of this situation? And it's coming. It's coming. Like I see you on your knees, and I feel like eventually you hear the voice, that golden light voice, and then you kind of stand up and you're like, okay, I'm ready. So I definitely feel like all of the loss and all of the hurt and pain that you're going through, it's almost over because you were at that 9 of Wands, and it's saying, don't give up. Like I feel like you're like, what's the purpose of me fighting? What's the purpose of me praying? I get up and I say this every single day, and it's not getting better. And you feel like you're locked in, like I didn't do anything wrong. Why am I being punished? Because they clearly show me you in a jail cell like this, and you're banging on the bars and you're asking the guard to come get you, but the guard to you is the Lord. Why would you do this to me when I'm such a faithful person, when I'm such a positive person, when I'm trying so hard to do? And I feel like it's a realization that you need, like to finally recognize spiritually where you are, and not like, I feel like this is religion or this is your conformity, and they're trying to break you out of that. So they're making it harder and harder and harder to the point where you're just going to rage out and you're going to break the bars yourself. But when you do, you're going to be a totally different person. Like they're showing me the Incredible Hulk. Like when he gets to that point where he can't take it and he doesn't even know who he becomes, and you're trying not to get there, but it's a necessary thing because you need to recognize who you are completely at this point, because you're still pretending to be what you think everybody wants you to be or what you should be. Like I'm a mom, I should be this. Listen, I'm a mom, and I know all my skirts are too short to be somebody's mama, so it is what it is.
Well, the only thing I got was the only thing additional that I received was again, it's like I think you just need to find a way to release so much pent up mixed emotions. It's not just one emotion. I'm not getting just some sorrow or some loss, or it's like all this mixed stuff, and it's just like a lot of heavy weight you're carrying. And I feel like, yeah, exactly, that's a heavy
As soon
weight.
as you said it, it popped out immediately, Don.
Exactly. And so I really do think you just need, there is a need to find a way to release it. If it's just going someplace out and screaming, just yell as loud as you can to release that kind of, again, pent up frustration, or some way to direct it into a different venue or something. But I do think it needs to be expelled. So that's why I'm saying yelling or getting out and shaking a fist, and maybe go do some kind of ritual dance or whatever. I would also suggest to you, Pamela, to write down those things on a piece of paper, like this size, fold it up, and make sure you burn it tonight. Because again, you missed the full moon, but we still have enough residual energy. Burn that list tonight, folks. Anybody, if you want stuff out of your life, today is the day to do it. Tonight. List the things you want out of your life, fold it up, take it outside and burn it. Make sure the paper stays outside and gets back into the earth. While it's burning, say, with this smoke and with this full moon goes X, and to say it for each X, Y, Z, whichever one, but with each of them, say it, okay? And Pamela, I think you should consider doing that and releasing this, because I feel so much pent up. And it's like it's like you're a bottle, and there's only so much before the cap bursts. So don't allow all that to be in this way, because I think if you're not careful, it can manifest physically, and we don't want that to happen. Okay. So I would think right now your blood pressure is probably running high, because again, you're taking a lot in, but you're not letting it out. So consider that.
Don, they keep telling me to tell her about amethyst. You're always talking about amethyst. I feel like she really needs a piece of amethyst to carry with her. Like definitely just, and, to keep it on her body, in her pocket, in something, and carry it with her. They're really telling me to tell her.
Yeah, exactly. And amethyst brings you clarity of mind. It helps you to kind of, again, clear your mind and think clearly, because sometimes we are so much into our moment, so much into ourselves that we can't do that. And so the amethyst will do that for you. If you don't have amethyst, Pamela, let me know. And we offline, you can DM me through Facebook, your address, and I'll send you some for free. No charge. I'm serious. I'll send you some because you are a sweetheart to us. And I really would like to help you with the clarity as best you can to kind of clear things up. That amethyst would go a long way. So if you're so inclined, let me know and I will send you, message me your address or something and I'll send you some for free.
Yeah, I really feel like she's so bound up, but it's kind of that fight. They're showing me the moon card, and it's that carnal versus that spiritual. Which way I know, which way I go. This is what I know. This is where I need to be. And are you looking for a new job? Because I heard the job is coming. Just trust, but you have to be emotionally ready. Because if we give you a job and you're still in that downturn, and somebody says something to tick you off, you're just gonna blow up. So they're saying you need to emotionally be ready. But I heard the job is coming. Definitely a new job is coming, and it's something that you'll enjoy. Like I feel like you like talking to people, and what you need is people that you can kind of conversate with. Like you know how there's a greeter or there's people who just are conversationalists. Like they really love talking to people, not necessarily customer service in the way that you're on the phone, but in the way that you get to greet people and talk to people and learn their concerns. I feel like you would be a very good front desk person where you would come in and you would find out what their needs are and you would get them set up and, get them already and make people comfortable about where they are. So I do feel like there is a new job coming for you, but I feel like you're a people person and you really do like talking to people and you really do have good advice for people. And so I feel like you want to share that advice that you have for people. And so I do hear that the new job is coming. And I see Target. They're showing me the Target symbol. So I don't know if it's you're on Target or that you're going to work at Target, but I do get a sense of, I do see the red symbol for the Target, but a new job is coming. And then there's a lot of people telling you thank you. Oh no. This Gwendolyn Flack, you can go ahead. Oh, she says she's an HR director. Oh, so you're always talking to people. Okay, because you're an HR director. So I see that that you like talking to people, because I feel like you're just talking and talking and talking, and people love to hear you. You give them good advice. And so maybe I don't know if it's that you want to get back in front of people and like kind of do the orientations or whatever, but I feel like you miss talking to people and you're a little bit isolated. But I do see another job. So maybe you're an HR director for Target or for that whole big company, but I definitely see a new job coming for you, and you enjoying it a little bit, maybe more than you do now. But definitely some increase in income, because I see this, and when I see that, that's an increase in income or increase in money. So that's what they're showing me. But I wish you all the best. And I always, every morning, when you wake up, without a doubt, you can see Pamela post that affirmation every single morning, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's a good day. So definitely, that's what I got from Miss Pam.
So who is next?
Okay, Keena, who's next? Nathan Wilkes. Oh, I don't know. James Heary Tarot. No, we cannot send you a friend request. We do not go into your inbox. We do not accept those kind of things. Please get off our live trying to poach our people and pull them into your kidnapping van. We will not come into your little scheme that you have going on. For all those people that are asking you to come into their inbox, can you please report them first and then block them? Because if you just block them, they just kind of go somewhere else. But if you report them for like harassment or soliciting, you can go ahead and maybe Facebook will do something about getting them off.
Hey, Ray Lopez, how are you tonight? Hopefully things are good with you in Kingman, Arizona, Ray Lopez.
All right. So who was up? I forgot who is it.
I did too.
Nathan. Okay. The last name is Wilkes, and you just remind me. I'm like, I wonder if you're any kin to this guy named Reverend Wilkes, who was a pastor at this church that I used to attend in Michigan. So I don't know, but okay. Oh, okay. Then no, you're probably not kin to them then, based on what the Keena just told me. Nathan. So I'm assuming general because you didn't give me any information. And then they're telling me to they're telling me to get a different set of cards. So I'm going to go to the Light Seers Tarot because I feel like you need some love and you need some some harsh truth is the word that they're telling me. So let me see what they have for you, Nathan.
Joe, we're on many platforms. We're on a total of 9 platforms. This show runs over 9 different platforms. So we are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, not Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. Did I get them all? Did I miss one? I don't know.
YouTube? Did you say YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, right? Did I get them all?
You got them all?
And we're on Facebook, 3 Facebooks, 2 YouTubes, and 2 Twitches, and 1 Twitter, and a partridge and a pear tree.
Tony said, not RW. That's an inside joke. I used to date this guy. His name was Fred, and I refused to call him Fred, but he was a reverend. So we used to call him RW. Reverend, blah, blah, blah. So I refused to call him Fred. We were too young for his name to be Fred.
My card went flying. I'll be right back. Got to go card shopping here. I'll be back.
Let me get back into Nathan's energy because I definitely got something about you need to let go or you need to move on. I feel like you're reminiscing on a situation that you need to walk away from. They're showing me the 6 of Cups, like you're having nostalgia. Oh, wait. Nathan, are you here before we get started? Can you please let us know that you're here? Because if not, we'll just go on to the next person and we can add somebody. There's a list scrolling against the bottom of the screen, Joe. If you see that where it says next on the list, that's who's next on the list. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you again. We miss you in class. Nathan, are you here? If we don't get a response from you, then we're going to go to the next person. And we've been talking to you for a good little minute. I had a great reading for you. I got all these cards here, and your last card was a 10 of Cups. So if you're not here, then we're just going to go on to the next person. I'm not going to waste the time to get into your energy. So let me know. Or you know what, Keena, just go to the next person. I'm just not going to keep. Hey, Affirm. Okay, Ramona wants a general reading. Ramona, immediately when I read your name, and this energy is on fire today. Like I feel like the moon is just like edgy. Do you see it? Do you see it? Like they're illuminating everything. Immediately I saw you on a bicycle riding on like a tightrope, like you're trying to balance on a very thin platform. Like you are Kelly, Kleck Ellie, you do not have to keep putting that paragraph in there. We saw it the first time. The list is closed. If you're not on the list at the bottom, you missed it, and you do not have to keep putting that huge paragraph in there. And Don and Shauna will be back on in the morning in case you want to join. But you probably, I don't see your name on the list, so you probably missed the list. But thank you for tuning in, and you can come back tomorrow. Don will be live tomorrow. Wait, what? Oh, wait, is this something where you're giving us feedback? Because I can't tell if there's a question in what you're saying. Having my lower back is like restoring my life. Oh, love her back. Okay, is this something that we predicted and you're telling us that's what happened? Because I'm not understanding. Is this like you coming back to tell us that what we predicted is good, or are you just boasting about getting your lover back and him blowing your back out? I'm happy for you. Last name Ellie. I'm happy for you. But Ramona, again, back to you. She is here. I saw her in the comments. She says here. Um, um, Crystal, if you go to Don's page, you can see all the comments. Since Don is the person who started the restream, all the comments go through his YouTube. So if you go on his YouTube page, you can see all the comments. So Miss Ramona, back to you. I saw you on a tightrope on a bicycle trying to balance, and there's fear. You're here and you're trying to get to the other side, but you're so out of balance and out of tune with what you should be doing. You can't concentrate on anything but failure or falling. And they're saying if you refocus, you'll realize you're on stable ground or you're on level ground and you're not up in the air as tight as you think. Like there's no fear of failure, there's no fear of falling. You need to just refocus and see like it's an illusion. Like the way that they're showing it to me is literally like a high rope in the air, you on this bicycle, and you're afraid to take the journey or to start the journey because you're afraid that you're going to fall because you're looking down and you see failure, you see death, you see possible destruction of you if you fall off of this tightrope. But what they're saying, if you refocus, like they're making me blink. So if I blink and you blink, you can refocus and you can realize, oh, I'm not even on a tightrope. I'm on the ground. I'm on level ground. Or maybe you need to ground, but and then you can go ahead and start the journey. There's a lot of fear in you from doing something, and literally what I heard was this is easy as riding a bicycle. Like whatever it is that whatever journey that you're supposed to be setting out on, you seem to be very knowledgeable in it. You seem to be very prepared for. You're just afraid to like take the first step or start pedaling or moving across. But it seems to be that the destination is already in sight. The road is already paved. You just need to take the first step. And you keep saying, you keep praying for something that they've already granted you permission to do or to start. A lot of things start with you taking the first step. I always tell the story of how I woke up in the middle of the night. I couldn't figure out why I was up, got on the computer, logged in. I had to follow a series of steps that the divine wanted me to do. So they woke me up in the middle of the night, couldn't sleep. Why you want me up? They won't tell me. In my frustration, I got up and logged into work, got onto work. They told me to search for something. I searched for what they told me to search for. It was exactly what I wanted. I applied for it. I was approved and I did it. But it took me first getting up out of the bed so that I could start that series of steps. So it's not always, okay, here's the beginning and here's the long journey. Sometimes it's about you starting the steps so they can pull everything else along. Like they already had this lined up for me. I at least had to get up out the bed and log into the computer to start the process. And so what they're saying is stop being afraid to start the process and start pedaling across the road. If you start pedaling, you'll realize that you're not on a tightrope, you're on level ground, and you can go ahead and move forward. So that's what I got for Miss Ramona, Don. And she's not giving me any feedback, so I don't know if I'm
Ramona, are you here?
She's here, but I don't know if
Okay.
any of it's resonating.
Okay.
And I'm hearing if you want to be creative, then just do that. Be creative. I don't know if you're trying to sing or to do some kind of craft or something, but they literally showed me if you want to be creative, then just do that. Be creative.
Ramona, the thing I've got for you is it's the Zana card, and the Zana card is a protection card. So I think you feel under attack right now, or you feel like you're being beaten down, or you feel like you've been like targeted or something. And the Zana card is letting you know that you are protected. Look at Spirit there. Spirit is very, oh, her wings are wide. She protects the house. She's protecting you. So know that even if you feel under assault or attack, that that you are protected. And then you have the Merlina card. So again, you just again this kind of made you feel confused and makes you feel unsure. of yourself, all those feelings that you're going through. Again, because you don't know what's causing it, you don't know why you're not able to move forward or whatever. But again, you feel like you're under assault. It's like, and it could be a psychic hit. It could be kind of like a negative psychic attack against you because somebody outside forces are coming, sending negative energy your way. And usually when you see this card, that's what it is again, somebody is sending you some really negative vibes and energies. And so I think you need to you need to do some work. You need to do some psychic work, okay? Even if you don't believe in psychics and psychic abilities, I guess being here is a first step, so probably you do. But what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you, first and foremost, the very first thing to do is get some salt and put it in front of your doorstep. Make sure you run it across your threshold. Get that salt in there because you need it. And they're even showing me the threshold in this card. They're showing me the threshold of the house. So again, put some salt on the threshold of your house, and every door that opens in your house, put some salt across it, okay? We need to shut down this energy, this psychic attack, okay? The next thing I need you to do, and again, you don't have to do anything, but I'm giving you suggestions. So I'll say I need you to do, but again, it's all suggested. You do what you need to do. The second thing I would strongly suggest you to do is if you have some selenite, make sure you break off 4 pieces and create 4 corners around your property. So where the house is totally encompassed by those 4 points. And make sure that you then smudge your house. Make sure you cleanse it. Also, you yourself, cleanse yourself. Give yourself a salt bath. Put some lavender in there if you want. Put some salt in there. But give yourself a salt bath. I also would suggest if you're going to give a salt bath, put some cinnamon in there. Make sure that you get that prosperity energy with you too. But give yourself a salt bath. Shake off this energy because I just feel like you're under serious psychic attack right now. And you feel it, you feel the pressure and so forth. And that's the confusion you're experiencing. That confusion is going to be broken by this, okay? And look at this, the Omega card. You can make this. It is the Alpha, the Omega. So again, you can get there. You have the strength to make this happen. So don't sit there and let it happen, okay? And don't look for somebody else to come, somebody else to save you. This is some old energy that's come after you, okay? So make sure that, and again, this is strange. If you all don't, the point is, this goes a little different than what my readings usually are. There is some psychic energy here that I'm telling you. Somebody is sending some seriously negative vibes. So again, the Akashic records are here. The Akashic records, again, this is something that's tied back a long ways ago. Somebody you got crossways and somebody's, with somebody and they're coming at you. So protect yourself. Give yourself some energy. Also, if you really feel it happening, the one other thing that I tell everybody, if you really feel this energy coming at you and take a gold disc and visualize having a gold disc and then spread it out and then put like a cloak over you. That gold cloak will protect you. It will send the energy back. It will keep them away from you. So I think you need a few good nights sleep. And the way to do that, protect yourself, protect your house, and keep this energy away.
And as you were saying that, Don, the 4 of Pentacles came out and they said, you're holding on to this energy. You're holding on tight to this energy. You could let it go. And the one thing I heard was stop praying and asking what to do. They're telling you what to do and you're not doing it. You're just asking over and over and over and over again. They said, stop praying, not stop praying. Stop asking what to do because they're telling you and you're not doing it because it's not what you want to do. And what they're showing in the parable that they're giving me is the one where the guy told him to go and wash in the lake, and he didn't want to go wash in the lake because it was a dirty lake in the Bible. And they're saying, I gave you something very simple to do, but because you thought it should have been more something complicated or something more, spectacular than that, you didn't want to do it. He told him to go wash in the lake and everything would be fine. He didn't want to do that because it was such a simple task to do. And they're saying, you're holding on to this. This is the 4 of Wands. You're holding on to people, places, feelings, energy that you need to let go of. And then the Magician card came up, and it came up in the reverse. And I normally don't read the Magician card in the reverse, but they said that's because you laid down your power. Like literally, they showed me your power just laying on the ground. You gave it away. You gave this power. That's like somebody saying, oh my God, you're cursed. And then for the rest of my life, I'm thinking I'm cursed. You can speak that I'm not cursed. You don't have to believe it. The other day, this lady gave me a reading. She told me that I had the most unloving energy that she had ever felt. I made her heart chakra hurt, and that I would not receive love because I didn't give love, and because I was unloved. I was unloving, and I was just like, "Whoa!" I let that reading roll off my back like the water on a duck's back, and kept it moving. I didn't let it I didn't let it ruin my day, ruin my life. So just because somebody speak over you doesn't mean that that's what they have to do. If somebody says my name wrong, I don't have to answer to it. So you lay down your power. And then this is saying you're headed, they're ready to move you to calmer waters. This is that Six of Swords. This is that chaos that you're in. They're ready to move you over when you're ready to step up and move on. Like just because someone tells you something, or because you have heard something about yourself, you don't have to believe it. You can revert that anytime. That's the one thing that spirit is telling me. You have the power. You're the alchemist. This is the card that came up for you. You're the alchemist. You have the power to change that outcome. This isn't what I like. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna change it. And so this for you is what you need to do. You need to let go of that energy that you're holding on to. But to me, they're showing it to me that you're holding on to it because you feel like you have nothing else. So at least I have this sadness. At least I have this depression. At least I have this hurt that's real. And it's something that I can hold on to because I don't have anybody to hold on to, or anything that I think to love. And so you're holding on to the hurt and the pain, when if you release it, your arms will be open for you to receive what it is that you're supposed to get. So that's what I got for you, Miss Ramona. I hope that helps. I hope all the things that Don said for you work. And if nothing else, you could get a selenite wand and clear your own freaking energy. That helps. Um,
Absolutely.
I think they even have kits. You can order a saging kit from Don. Put the little thing up, Don, and let them know. You can order a saging kit for Don, and you could cleanse your house with the saging kit. You could also go to Five Below and get you a little singing bell if you think about that, and just kind of ring the bell and clears your energy. There's a lot of ways to clear energy, and it's kind of just your belief. I could wave this all day, but if I don't believe it's working, it's not going to clear anything. You have to believe in the things that you're doing. You could buy that saging kit, but if you don't think it's going to cleanse, like you can go through your house, cleanse the whole thing, and there could be nothing there. But if you still believe there's something there, in your head, you've held yourself prisoner to whatever it is you're thinking about. So again, get the saging kit, cleanse your house, and then allow that beauty to come in. Again, we were just talking about the new moon, the full moon ritual. Also, why don't you go ahead and do the ritual? I release those things that no longer serve me. That's the simplest things you can say. That full moon energy. Saturn just entered Pisces. Like there's dang, 3 people just scanned the code, Don, that quick. There you go. So like, if you harness that power, like people don't believe in the power of the moon, but this is what I say all the time. And it took me until my 20s or my mid-20s or 30s to realize, if the moon can control the tide of the ocean, and it's all water, and we're like, whatever, was it 60-70% water, then you don't think that it can control our emotions, and it can help us to be, it can help, it could in some kind of way affect us. You have to believe in in what it is that you're putting out there. So you have to believe that you're clearing, that you're cleansing, that you're letting go. Literally, some of the things that I say, I release those things that no longer serve me. I believe in that affirmation that Don created for us. I believe in infinite abundance, and all my wants and needs are met. And I could tell you a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, I was not an affirmation person. I would hear it. You know how they say, speak, life and death is in the power of the tongue. I didn't understand what that was. You speak those things that is, oh, I can never find a job. Oh, I'm never going to get married. Well, I guess you're not. You're telling the universe what you want. I don't ever want to get married. So you're not. But if I say my husband is coming, or this is what I want my husband to do, when I speak positivity, the universe is like, oh, okay, this is what she wants. Let me bring it to her. I want $10,000, then they're going to send me $10,000. I want $100,000, they're going to send me $100,000. I want a show where we can do this live and have an audience and interact. That's what they're sending me. I already feel like it's coming. So you speak what you want. You find a community of people that support you. If the people that you're around don't believe in it, don't see you in that way, then you find a group of people who does. There's always 2 people or somebody who's on the same mind frame that you're on. So you can find a community of people, even if it's online. Listen, the other day I went for a walk. I was walking home. I met this lady. She talked to me for 20 minutes. I was like, look, lady, I got to go get the kids. Literally just walking down the street. And she told me her whole life. I just bought this motorcycle. I broke my leg. I put she literally just went off because I was a safe space for her to talk. So you can meet people just in the grocery store who want to talk to you. It's you taking back your power. Pick your power up and move forward. So that's what I got for you, Miss Ramona. And again, if you need that support, come to our Tuesday night class. Email advice@Sonoran Mystic Tarot. It's Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Join our class, join our community. We love on you. We love on each other. We help each other to move forward. I probably talk to Don, Keena, and some of the other people in our group 4 to 5 times a week because you need that encouragement. Even as advanced as we are, sometimes it's in disbelief of what I'm seeing and hearing. So, find the community, find the help you want, take back your power.
Exactly.
So there you go, Miss Ramona. I hope that helps.
And a little side note, I just
you put the email up there.
Oh, for us?
Mm-hmm. For advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot, so she can join the Tuesday night class.
Let me pop it up here. Let me find it real quick.
I think if you just take this down, it'll put our email address back up, and that's your email, right? The advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot.
Yeah. So if I remove this,
so just hide this comment,
and
then our regular stuff should pop back up.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.
I think it's the caption that's kind of doing it.
Okay. Oh, there it is. So there it is right there, Ramona. Oh, she says she can see it. So if, you can email either of us. You don't even have to just either one of us. And we'll add you to the list. You'll get the link on Tuesday, and check your spam because sometimes they go to your spam if you've never gotten an email from us. But again, it's 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Times on Tuesday. You come in there and we, kind of practice and support each other and help each other to expand our abilities and to understand the journey that we're going on. Like there's people who thought they couldn't read anything, couldn't see anything, and now they can rattle off a whole reading for you in 20 seconds and tell you your whole life just like that. So it's just about tuning in and understanding what's going on. But I hope that helps you.
Absolutely. And just a little side note, personal little information. Look, I just got this handed to me. That's like my God. He'll be here next month. He's
oh my God. It looks so real, Don.
Well, he is real.
I mean, the picture, you know how they used to look back in the day. This is almost like a photograph, like so. Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Isn't that crazy? Oh yeah. So he's still in production. April 18th, I think, was the last due date.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I love littles that are not mine to take home.
Exactly. That's the way it should be too. Because I'm too old to raise them, but I'll play with them.
Play with you, hug on you, love on you, and then let you go until, and then send you back home, and I can go back about my life. Because what I cannot do is have a diaper bag, a stroller, a car seat, bottles, burping cloths, diapers. No.
Exactly. I'll wind them up, give them all kinds of sugar, get them all crazy and bouncing over, and then say, go back to your parents now.
Exactly. Exactly.
So anyway.
Homework. Oh my gosh. Sporting events. Oh my gosh, I just had a flashback. I'm already tired. Lord help the child.
Exactly. Like, we ain't doing
Lord
that.
Lord help the child. I can't even do it. No, I can't even imagine it. It made my head hurt to imagine it.
Yes. Lord have mercy. Next is Blue Ocean. Can I please be added to the list for a general reading? Yes, you can, Blue Ocean.
Immediately I got seasick, Blue Ocean, because I feel like you're in a boat that's tossing you back and forth. You're going through a little bit of turmoil right now. It seems like to me, I got seasick, like you're tired of this motion in the ocean. You're ready to be on solid ground, solid land. They're showing me the 4 of Pentacles, and they're also showing me the Emperor card. So you want stability. You want things to level out. So the 4 that they're showing me is that you need to do a little bit more in your budgeting. They're not so much that you're holding on to the money. you need to be aware of what's coming in and what's coming out. Like, I feel like you may have gotten, not necessarily frivolous, but you may have been like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. 4 Starbucks a week isn't bad, or hey, I deserve this new dress, or I deserve it. And so they're just saying, be a little bit more mindful of your budget. And then I also got the Emperor energy. The Emperor energy is stability, protection. It's like you're looking for a love that will protect you, that will hold you up, and that will recognize you. That is a word that they use, is recognize. So you want someone who's in that Emperor energy. And I feel like you're a little bit afraid to admit that you were hurt by love, and that also you still want love even in your hurt. So for one thing, you can't heal what nobody knows is broken. So if you go to the doctor and you have pain in your back or in your hip or in your whatever, and you don't tell them that, and you're like, oh, I'm just here for an annual, and they don't know, then how can they heal it? You have to let the universe know that you need healing, that these are the things that are broken, that these are the things that need to be fixed. And so they're telling me that you need to admit that you were hurt by love, and that you are still open to love, and that you're ready to be loved. And so the one thing that I say is, how do I get from here where I'm broken, hurt, abused, feeling unloved, to where I am ready to be nurtured, loved, cared for, protected, and understood in a way that I can receive love that is for me. And so then just do whatever it is that the universe tells you to do. If it's to wait, if it's to, make a list, if it's a journal, whatever it is that they're telling you to do, that's what you need to do. So I do get the tight purse, and I do get that you need to be loved. So that's what I got. Brenda Jones, yes, we can see your comments. The list is closed. If you're not already on the list, then Miss Brenda, I think you already missed it. I'm not sure if you were on the list because I don't remember.
I tried to look.
Hi, Angels Will Fly.
Hey, Angels Will Fly. Nice to see you in. Let's see what I get for Blue Ocean as well. Blue Ocean, I guess a change is coming. A change is coming. Again, it's the Tower card, which means it's not a change necessarily that you instigated, but you can ride with it. It's going to humble you a little bit, so it's not going to be it's going to take a little bit of air out of your sails kind of deal. I don't know. And again, you can be negative about it or positive. It's up to you. But most importantly, it's going to be a big change, and for a positive. So again, get ready for a change. A change is coming your way, and when it does, embrace it, ride it, and ride it for the best. Because again, I see a positive there. So that's what I think.
Oh my gosh, Don, and you know what I got? I don't know if you got the World Cup, but I got that. Like, that's that transition. That's that spiritual transformation. That's you moving on. Usually this card is success, achievement, recognition, spiritual transition. This is you transitioning from that one cardinal world to that more spiritual enlightenment. So this is you understanding that from the world card. And then I got the King of Cups. And again, that's that same Emperor energy, desiring love and being open about it. You said something about it hurting and humbling her. I think the humbling is admitting that it hurt, admitting that you need to move on, and admitting that, you're ready, that you understand the hurt and the things that you went through, and you're ready to move forward.
Super. Next in line is, oh, wait a minute. Whoa. heavy. Oh my God. Brenda, Loretta says, Loretta says she loves you. Brenda, Loretta says she loves you. That's all I got. Next in line is, wow. Ooh, Jesus, have mercy. Did she die from a heart attack? Did she die from what? Because I'm getting a heavy chest. Brenda, can you let us know if is that this Brenda Jones? Is that you? Do you know Loretta? She's saying she's your mom. Was she your mom? She's a motherly energy. I'll put it that way.
She said, that's my mom. Oh my God.
Okay. What's the heavy heart for? Because I'm getting the pressure of the heart. Did she have like issues with the heart or lungs when she passed? I'm getting the heavy heart. Pressure on the heart, not heavy. Not heavy as in down or suppressed.
She died in August of last year.
But she died from something in the chest? Because again, I'm getting something about like just very heavy on the chest. She was 94, died of COVID, the breathing. That's the heaviness.
Oh my gosh, that's what I heard, COVID. But I was like, I didn't want it to be like a stereotype, like everybody's dying from COVID. But that's what I heard when you heard chest. And I heard broken heart. Like, in addition to her having the chest thing, you have a broken heart. So many things that are breaking your heart.
Yeah, and she's saying something about like a wig, a curly wig. Did she wear a curly wig? Because she showed. I'm kind of seeing this curly wig. It's just a wig, I guess. I don't know. Did she had like thin hair and she wore a wig or something? Because I'm getting this wig. But she was like a brunette or a redhead when she was young. Is that the case? Because I'm seeing that as well. But she always, yes, always wore a wig. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, she's here and she's like, she just wants to be a mother to you because she knows you're worried about your kids, and she's like, you know what? Sometimes you gotta let them figure it out. She's telling you gotta let them figure it out. Sometimes you can't carry it with you. It's not healthy. She loved you, but sometimes she had to let you figure it out too, and she had to let you go through things. And she's saying, let them go through it, okay? Whew, man, I'm telling you, this is she's heavy. She has a very good.
That's what Angels Will Fly says. I also thought heartbreak when Don was patting his chest. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. Angels Will Fly. Exactly. Yeah. So, if you're in the comments, you can see other readers. There's other people from our community who go to our class who may be reading you also. So be aware of the comments. And Tara D, yes, there is a list. It is closed for the day. Don, do you have the scroll with the list on it?
I can't find the list. That's the same. Every time Peanut does one, for some reason.
It doesn't show for your half. So maybe when she comes back, it'll show. Yeah. She always wore red wigs, and I put them on her because that is what she would have wanted. But I also hear her say, like she wants you to be strong in who you are. Like she feels like you've let all the hurt weaken you, and you're stronger than this. Like she's like, you know better. You can't control people. That's what she's showing you. You're trying to be a puppet and walk people along and make them do what you want them to do. They are adults. I literally hear, remember when you were that age, I couldn't tell you what to do. And so realize that you're not a puppet master. You can't make them do what they want to do. You can tell them, you can advise them, you can encourage them, but you can't make people do what you want them to do. And sometimes you just have to let them bump their head and fall hard. You know, literally sometimes spirit just has to let me screw it all up and then be like, okay, now you ready to get up and start it over and do it the way that we told you to do it?
Yeah. And Brenda, do you live in a rural setting? Because she's showing me like a rural setting. I don't know if you grew up in a rural setting or she came from it or you live in it. I don't know which way it is she's trying. I don't know exactly yet what she's trying to tell me there, but I see a rural setting and I like rolling green. Are you in this country or are you in a different country? Like England or something? She did, and yes, we did. Okay, I'm guessing that she did, and yes, we did. It was the living in the rural place. Okay, yeah, because I think
she's in the USA.
Yeah, I think you, Brenda. I think you need to go again. The energy I'm getting from her is that you need to just go someplace and relieve the energy. Exactly. This is the breaking the chains. If you look on the card that Angie's holding, those chains are loose and they can be snapped. They can be taken off. So take off your yoke. Take off your yoke and go and let it go. Let it go.
I got pessimism. Like you're dwelling on the negative. Like what you said was, can you tell me if I'll ever get better? I feel like a lot of the things that are manifesting in you is because you're holding on to so much hurt. You're holding on. Remember, they always tell us that physical ailment sometimes comes from mental things that we hold on to. A lot of things manifest because we won't let go of the hurt. We won't let go of the pain. If I'm constantly down, if I'm constantly depressed, then I can manifest sickness in my life. I'm not going to get better. One of the things that I love is getting outside in the sunshine. You would be amazed at what vitamin D just does for you. Getting outside in the sunshine and absorbing it. It changes my attitude immediately. Winter just does not do me well. But once I get that sunshine, I feel so much better. So they're saying, let go of that pessimism. Like Don said, these chains are not holding them back. It's them allowing it to be. Sometimes you can imprison yourself on an idea or a thought or a concept or something that somebody spoke over your life. The Two of Wands came out, which is where you should be planning to move forward, but it came out in the reverse. And again, I usually don't read reversals, but they're saying your planning is stalled, your progress is stalled because you're standing in the pain of it and you're wanting somebody to come in and say, okay, go left, go right, do this. And again, I just told the story about I had to do something. Spirit woke me up. I had to do the next thing that they wanted me to do. It's like, if you at least start the journey, I will do the next thing. They already have it lined up for you. You have to take the step and do something. They're not going to take you. Well, sometimes they do have to drag me along, kicking and screaming, but usually they want you to do some kind of action to show that you're ready, because I can drag you all the way from the start to the finish line. But if you're not ready, you didn't learn any lessons, you didn't get any knowledge, and you're just at the finish line in the same mindset that you were in at the beginning, at the start line. You learned nothing, you did nothing, and you're just waiting on somebody to make you better. You can make yourself better. If I have diabetes and I know that candy and sweets and things are going to make me worse, I can go to the doctor 50 times and get 17 different drugs, have every diabetes drug it is. But if I don't stop eating the candy and drinking the sodas and doing all the things that raise it up, then that's my issue. The help is there. I'm just not doing what I'm supposed to do. So in this situation, they're saying, let go of this, take that yoke off, that yoke of depression, sadness, and woe is me, and get ready to plan your life and move forward, because it's all destined for you. It's just in the shadow of your storm that you've created for yourself. Like they're showing me, what's the little guy name from Frozen, the little snow cloud thing? What was his name?
I forget his name.
Well, whatever it was, remember he had his own personal storm cloud. That's you. Olaf. There it is. My people are already there. Will I ever get well, or am I going to die? Well, we're all going to die, Brenda. I'm going to die. Don's going to die. We're all going to die. So that's a question that doesn't even need an answer. We're all going to die. You will get well when you take accountability for your health and try to move yourself forward. I just gave that long analogy about diabetes and medication and the food you eat, and none of it did you hear, and you move forward and said, am I going to die? We're all going to die. Yes, you are going to die, Brenda. We're all going to die eventually. So that isn't your issue. Your issue is taking accountability of your health and moving yourself forward. One thing we don't do here is give you a pity party. We give you life lessons. We give you information. We give you inspiration. But what we're not going to do is give you a woe is me party. We're going to tell you how to move forward. I just gave you all these tools and things that you should do. So then try. Ginger can help you with the nausea. What is the doctor telling you? I'm not a doctor, but I assume that a doctor is telling you if you're nauseous, they're giving you things to do. Are you doing the things that they're telling you to do? Like my friend tells me about ginger chews all the time. I think that they're nasty, but if they're going to help my nausea, then maybe I should take them. So again, are you listening to what they're saying, or are you thinking that I'm just going to miraculously tell you that you're going to be better, and then woo, the Lord is going to make you better, or the universe is going to make you better? What accountability are you taking for your health to make yourself better? So that's what I got.
And again, your mom came in for a reason. I mean, you come in to talk about your kids and grandkids. I'm telling you, your mom came in to tell you to get your shit together and to get outside, which is why she showed me the rural landscape, the rolling hills. Get out of the house and even if it makes you ill to get out of the house, you got to do something. Again, and she's making it very clear to me again that I hate to say this, I'm not saying there are some situations, there are some problems with your mind, which is causing you the physical manifestation. So again, your mother stepping in to tell you that you can make the changes. She's telling you what to do. Angie's giving you a whole list of things to help you understand that. And if you're pushing back, then you're only pushing back to your detriment. Again, listen, go and replay this. We are now at 1 hour and 34 minutes. As you go back, it's been about 4 minutes with us. Go back to about 1 hour 30, so 1.5 hours in, and you look, there's a timestamp on all the videos. You're on Facebook, you can go to YouTube and find it on either Angie's or mine. When we're done, it'll start again, and Facebook will keep it for a while too. And you can replay this video, look for 1 hour 30 minutes, and listen one more time and listen to what Angie said, listen to what
You
I
can
said.
actually rewind now, Don, and then click live when she's done. Because I've been on live, you know, when you're on with Shauna the next day, and I'll be like, what did they say? And you can rewind it during the live and go back and see, and then just click and it'll take you back live. But another thing I was going to say, I don't know if you're into herbal medication, but marijuana or edibles will increase that appetite and get rid of that nausea too. I'm just saying those are all different things that you can try. What accountability are you taking? You keep saying that the doctors aren't doing anything and the doctors aren't helping. What accountability are you taking for your health? Like, I can't afford to be at the doctor 50 times getting blood work and getting diabetes, you know, checkups and stuff. I had to take accountability for my health. Sugar is too much. Bring down your sugar intake, bring down your alcohol intake. You know, you have to take accountability. Get outside and walk, get your health in gear. You have to take accountability. Those are all things that you can do that a doctor does not have to tell you to do.
And they're free. It doesn't cost anything to get out and get some fresh air. It doesn't cost you anything. And I know when you have agoraphobia, it's about crossing that threshold. But you got to find your mom stepping in, telling you got to do something. So listen to her. Heed the warnings. Heed the message. Okay, heed the message. Your grandkids want to know they have a grandma. Your daughter wants a mother. So.
Okay, well, Ms. Brenda, I'm not sure exactly what to tell you if you're non-functional, but I wish you the best, and I hope that things in your life get better. If you're non-functional, then nothing I told you is going to happen, and I wish you the best.
It all starts here. Starts here, Brenda. Starts here. Next in line,
and that could be the reason why the children don't want to be around you. If you're a negative Nancy and you're always woe is me, I don't want to be in your company if that's what the problem is. Our love hurts, but it's the truth. Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to go to my mom's house and she's going to be nagging on me, she's going to be woe is me, nothing's ever right, nothing's ever going to get better. She's going to tell me all day how everything in her life is wrong. I'm going to visit you the least amount possible because I just don't want that energy in my day. You're vampiring my energy at that point.
Terry T says, I feel like we've had this whole conversation before. No, Angel said that. Terry T said, if only we have you at, damn, thing popped up, sorry.
At the doctor's office.
Doctor's office, man, Angie. Exactly. You clear out that waiting room.
Exactly. Listen, when healthcare started to, you know, be high, like, because I had gestational diabetes when I was pregnant with Brandon. And then it went away, and then it came back later in my life. I had to take control of that. I can't afford to go and have those tests over and over again. And some of those diabetes medications were hundreds of dollars a month or more. And if it's as simple as me changing my diet, getting outside and walking and getting it under control with food and exercise, then that's something that I can do that doesn't cost me anything. There you go, Don. There you go. I love it. And so that's something that you can do, that you can control, that you can make better. Listen, it's a cost benefit analysis for me. Do I want to pay all this money in healthcare, or do I want to wear little dresses? I want to wear little dresses. So I'm going to get outside and walk and get this body in order and get this health under control. Because if I don't, then they might have to chop off my foot because I ain't got the diabetes control. You know what I'm saying? You have to decide what you want. What is your value in your life? Like, how do you want your life to be? You have to make that decision.
Amber, who is a fellow psychic, said sometimes nausea can be your body trying to release negative energy. Again, listen to Brenda. Start here. We can keep talking to you, and you can keep hearing us, and then finding other reasons to find a way to not listen. We're giving you information. We've given you a lot of good information. Other people have joined in to help you. Until you're ready to accept it and start to do something here, there's nothing we can do. Nobody can do anything.
All the problems she said seem like they'll be solved with marijuana, nausea, anxiety, depression, all of those. It mellow you out a little bit. I'm just saying, and there's doctors who give you a card that says that you need it.
Come to Arizona, it's legal. Get all you want. And California is another state. There's a Washington state.
Colorado was the first. Listen, you don't hear. Listen, you know what you don't hear about? A lot of shootings in Colorado. Everybody's just relaxed.
Exactly. West is best, they say. So there's a reason for that, because we're all stoned.
Angela Fly said Washington, D.C. So there's a lot of places where it's legal. And even if it's not totally recreationally legal, it may be medicinally legal. So you can at least go and get like your card or get checked out. Like if you have this serious anxiety and panic attacks, there's doctors who will prescribe a card for you. You can walk right on in there and be like, listen, give me something that'll settle me down. And I think it's called indica. Or so I've been told.
Lord have mercy.
Stacy, sorry for the long rant and the long departure. I hope that you're still here. Miss Stacy, are you still here? Stacy, I don't even know how to say your last name, but if you're still here, please let us know and we'll continue with her reading. And Kina, can you please come back and help us to man this chat?
She said she's still here. Stacy is still here.
Okay, hi, Miss Stacy. But Kina, are you here?
Kina's not going back.
Listen, I know where Kimora work and I know where you live. It don't take that long to go pick Kimora up.
She's like, I'm free. I'm out of here.
Exactly. Stacy, Kina has left the chat. She went to go pick Kimora up, but I know it don't take that long. And we tell you to stop and go and get nothing to eat. You need to come right back. You at work. Okay, so Miss Stacy, let me see what I'm getting for you. I immediately, oh my gosh, I love it. I got the pressures on. It's time for you to perform. You are the star of the show. So I feel like this, is there a presentation or project that you're working on where you're doing all the work, you're presenting, you're getting ready? Because I heard the pressure's on, you're the star of the show. Like it's time for you to perform, for you to get out there, for you to be the spotlight, for you to be the face of it, the star of the show. This is your moment to prove yourself. And are you ready for it is what I'm hearing. They're showing me the Ace of Wands, which is new opportunities, new beginning, creativity, passion. Like the universe is giving you so many sparks of ideas. It's kind of like little firecrackers going off in your head. I'm trying to find a house out of my mom's. But is there, no, I don't feel like that's what it is. It says you're the star of the show. I feel like this is something to do with career wise because they showed me the career, the passion, the wands, and that may be it, but it may be dependent upon your performance. Like you're the star of the show, it's all on you. It's the pressure's on and time for you to move forward. But it could be the house thing. But again, it's your performance on this project or this new activity or how you take this opportunity that they're giving you. Like if you want a house, are you ready to take the job that allows you to receive the house? Like Kina, she said she wants a new truck. She had a little fender bender situation. They gave her a rental car that is a nice car. She got like an Audi Q5. Sometimes they have to show you how nice things are or to give you alternatives. Like there's a certain car that she wanted. Now this may be another opportunity for her or another desire that she could have. So sometimes they have to show you what you need in order to get where you want. I want a house. Well, are you ready to accept the responsibilities of this job to make the money that you need to get to the next level? I have to work in order to get all the things that I want. Sometimes I have to work multiple jobs. Are you ready to take on the responsibilities that are necessary for a house? You say you want a house, but you have to know a house, you have to be able to more than afford it. Can you afford if there are repairs? Can you keep the landscaping up? Can you keep, depending on whatever you are, can you shovel the snow? Can you cut the grass? Can you do maintenance on it? If a water main breaks, if the little stuff, what is it? The lawn service stuff breaks in the yard. Can you pay for those things? I want a house is one thing, but can you afford all the responsibilities that go along with the house? My sister owns a house, and when her washer and dryer broke, she had to go on YouTube University and figure out how to fix her washer. Her air AC unit broke. She went on YouTube and found out how to do it. Are you able to handle all the responsibilities that go along with affording a house, the mortgage insurance, the utilities? It's about to be summer. Are you ready to pay for all those utilities? Or if it's winter, I just had a friend who told me that the gas bill in California went up 400%, where her bill used to be like $30 or $40. It's $120. So that's a lot of money. Are you ready for all the expenses of it? So you have to think more than just a house. And that was my thing. When I bought my first house, I could afford the mortgage. I wasn't ready for all the responsibilities of a house. And so you have to more than afford it and be ready for all the things that are coming along with it. Are you ready for that? Can you work and maintain the household? So that's what I got for you, Miss Stacy.
I did see that, again, I think you had it already, Angie, the question of the money, because there's that too. And so it's like balancing the money. Do you have what it takes financially to do it? And then, are you really ready? I mean, it sounds like you're ready, but again, this is the then get to it card. But it's making sure again that you understand the economics of it, because the last thing you want to do, and the other card that I pulled out and I kind of just shuffled it back in eventually, was the return card. The last thing you want to do is get yourself in a return situation where you have to come back to mama because it didn't work itself out. That would not be good. So again,
and then also, Don, like, have you even looked at what it is? Like sometimes we're like, oh, I want a house I can afford $400,000, and then you get a calculator out and you divide 30 years by, by 400,000. You're like, oh my God, it's $2,500 a month just for the mortgage, and that doesn't have to do with the insurance or the taxes or the blah blah blah. Have you realistically looked at how much house you can afford?
Exactly. So hopefully it helps you, Stacy. Things are coming in front of you. Just make sure that you do your homework and make sure you've done what you need to do before you make that step, okay? Because again, the opportunities are there.
And then this card fell out really quick, and I got she said, I'm not buying a house, I'm just renting. I got the Judgment card. They said stop being so hard on yourself. Like, be proud of your accomplishments. Never discount small advances that you make. Like, okay, I'm able to rent an apartment, I'm able to afford a car, I'm able to work, a whole year without having any downtime. Celebrate your accomplishments, all of them, great or small, just whatever it is. Celebrate your accomplishments. I'm getting not the Judgment as in coming to your calling, but stop being so hard on yourself. Allow yourself to be human. Allow yourself to accept the mistakes that you've made and to move on. So I get that you should not be so hard on yourself. But even in renting the house, those are expensive. The last house that I looked for rent was like $2,600. Are you ready for that also? And then what's the alternative versus renting to buying? The last thing you said is you want to have to go back to mom's house. Like, you have to think about it. My lifestyle may not be conducive to that. I like to go out and have happy hour. I like to have Starbucks. Am I willing to cut back on those things in order to afford it? So I can tell you that you're ready for a house, but are you ready for a house? But again, it's all about the money. Like, I don't think that you got that part of it. It's about you being ready for the opportunities, because they told me to go back. Like, you are missing opportunities to make more money. Oh, this is what Amber said. Do you see Amber's comment, Don? This is for you, Stacey. Amber is another reading in our group, and she also did a reading for you. And she says, I'm getting, thank the Lord, Kenna. She said, I'm getting that Stacey is religious and may pray a lot. And they're saying that they do hear her prayers and are around her. So this, I don't know if this resonates with you, Stacey, but this is what Amber is getting for you. Like, that your higher power wants you to know that you are that your prayers are being heard, they are around, and they are presenting you opportunities. And that's why they told me to go back to the money thing. Are you missing opportunities that can help you to afford the lifestyle that you want? Are you willing to make those sacrifices to work, extra hours or overtime or a second job or whatever it is? So that's what I'm getting. Are you missing opportunities financially that would allow you to be able to rent a house? So me just saying, oh yeah, you can get a house. Technically, anybody can get a house. Are you ready for the responsibilities of buying the house, renting the house, or whatever it is, or the sacrifices that you might have to make?
So who is next in line? My eyeballs back in. Can't read. So oh, I see. Okay. I was asking Angel. Angel said if I rated somebody, and I said, no, I don't remember. I don't have.
Oh, I like what I was reading it like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to try that sometime.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Keena, who's next?
Thank you, Angel, for that information. I did not know that could happen and how that works.
Let's see. Asim, are you still here? And am I pronouncing your name correctly? Please let me know. Last name Reed. Please remove all of your birthday information. Like, oh my God, you gave me every single thing about you. Delete that whole comment. You gave me your birth date, the time you were born, oh please delete all of that. We do not need all of that information in order to read you. That's not how we operate. We clearly read your energy. So can you please take all of your personal information out of there? Last name Reed or Elijah Reed.
So Angel says that we were rated by Cosmic Unwind with the party of 27. Not sure if that would have helped or shown up. It didn't show up on our thing, but I don't know how exactly it does show up. But thank you for letting us know that. So apparently when Cosmic was done, he came over to ours, and then his people continued on our Twitch, which is very cool. That is neat. I did not know that could happen. Thank you. Thank you, Cosmic, by the way. Thank you, Cosmic, as well. We appreciate you. She says, can't delete on Twitch.
Oh.
So, same as here. He says, yes, you are pronouncing it right, apparently. Happy birthday to you.
All right. Oh, you don't know how to delete it? Can you you can't hide your comment either on Twitch? And it's not for us. Like, you're not offending us. I just don't want you to anybody to steal your identity. Like, people will see your information online. They have your birthday, they have the time they have all your full information and all the details that you just put on there, and now they can steal your identity. And we just don't need that information to read you. All we need is your question, and then we'll read the energy. We don't need to know your date of birth, your sign, or anything like that.
Yeah, we try to make sure we keep our people protected so we don't put them at risk, or they don't put themselves at risk. So we make sure that we don't ask those questions, because there are a lot of people out there who are scamming, looking for just that information. They scan everybody's pages looking for stuff. So that's why we say that, by the way.
Okay. He said they just put that on there because it's a part of the question. Really, we needed all that?
Am I back? Because I don't know. Am I back or yeah, I see you guys.
You are back.
I disappeared for a minute, it looked like. So I'm back for Asim. Asim, the one thing I was getting is, again, I think that you're in a period of change. You're in a period of flux. I think things have been happening around you, and you're not quite understanding what those changes are or will be. And again, there's some question about that. I think that as you progress through, as you move through it, again, this is going to take a while. This transition, this change is not immediate. It is going to take a while to do that. But as you do, you're going to be enlightened by, again, a new way of thinking, a new way of understanding how things are working for and with you. As you move forward, make sure you own this information. Make sure you own the education and logic that you're getting through this, because again, if you don't, then you're fighting an uphill battle and you will not win that battle. So again, make sure you learn the lessons that you're expected to learn. And in the end, it's going to help you with your job, it's going to help you with work environment, and with your career. So again, this is a transition that's been in the works for a while. Go with the transition. Again, it's starting. It's going to keep rolling for a while, but at the end, you're going to be in a great space. And I'm wondering if it's a space that's going to eventually take you to your own entrepreneurial business. Again, you starting your entrepreneurial spirit, allowing you to start a business, to start your own way, because again, that's kind of what this is. It's that young, naive energy that helps you to realize that you can own your own business. You can make something happen. So that's the progression. Okay, the change is coming, the moving forward, and I see you eventually going out and on your own. If you have already started a business, then this is again a progression that the business is going to do well for you. But I'm sensing you haven't started your own business yet. However, I think that's coming down the road. And so be prepared. Start making it happen. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait for it to happen upon you. Make it happen. Okay. What do you have, Angie?
So I keep shuffling the cards and the twos keep coming out. I got the two of swords, I got the two of wands, and I kept putting that back in. The question that I have for you is, do you is there something you do with music, singing, performing, dancing, producing, something to do with music? Because I keep hearing music, but not specific lyrics to anything. Like, you make music, do you make beats, do you DJ? Is there something to do with music or creativity in the music industry or the entertainment industry for you? That's the first thing I got. But then I got, in this situation, all of the twos are about decisions, balance, making decisions, planning, and every single one of them fell out for you. I kept putting them back in because I thought it wasn't, and then another two would fall out, another two would fall out. So the two of swords came out, and that means that you're in your head, you're thinking about something. There's a decision that you need to make, and the two of swords usually has a blindfold on because they don't have all the information. And so I'm getting that there's a decision that you really, she said, I'm in tune with music. I don't know what that means, that you like music. I'm in tune with music if that's the case, but that doesn't mean that I'm doing a career in music. They're specifically showing me music. Oh, so you're saying, oh, I don't know, because they made it seem like music was something that you do for business or for money, or that you can make money off of. But I'm getting at that there's a lot of decisions that you need to make around money, like planning how to move forward. Like Donna said, like maybe you want to start a business, but you haven't started a business. Every single two literally fell out while I was shuffling, and I kept putting them back in. The two of swords, the two of wands, the two of pentacles, like they all came out, and it's about balance. Like, it's that individual journey for you in the two. Like, you might want to look up the two, or what twos in tarot mean, because every single two card came out for you. And this one specifically, the last one that came out, is about planning. It's about looking out over the land, or the world at large. This person usually has the world. They have a phone in their hand, but in the traditional sense, it's usually the a world globe that is in their hand. And so again, even the phone is something that connects you to the world, worldwide. Is there something digital media or something that you do, because they're making it seem like there is something in production or digitally or musically that you should be doing, or that is a connection for you that will make you money. So you need to decide to move forward with it. So look up what twos mean in tarot or spiritually or whatever it is, because this is a very personal journey, because these are decisions that you need to make, and you're just not you're not looking at the opportunity, right? Like, your head is tilted this way and you're kind of not seeing it right. But if you hold your head up, you can see it from a different perspective. I don't make music, I just listen to it. I have been told that I'm talented in it. Okay, then that's exactly what I said. These opportunities are being presented to you, and you're not taking focus, or you're not moving forward on it. If somebody told me that I could be an artist, I would definitely not believe them, because I cannot draw and there's no talent in it for me. If somebody told me I could cook, I might halfway believe that, because I have to cook, I have to eat. And so I might sort of kind of one day believe that. There's a lot of things that people can tell you. Are you willing to explore it? I don't feel like you're currently happy in your job right now. Oh wow, that's good. I don't feel like you're very happy in what you do now, and this would be a creative outlet for you in order to move forward. Wands, again, this is all personal. These are all twos. all for you to make decisions, different decisions, balancing your resources and understanding your creativity. This is your journey, and it's all about you planning on how you want to move forward. The only card that I'm surprised didn't come out was that the Magician card, but look what's on the bottom of the deck. Magician card. I can't even make this crap up. Literally picked it up, and that's what's on the bottom of the deck. And that's what I was saying. I'm surprised the Magician card didn't come out. And so there it is for you to be able to set your own guidelines, how you want to move forward, what you want to do. I speak every time we're on live that I want to do this professionally, that I want this to be my main job, that I want to do this live for an audience, like where we're interacting back and forth with them. I know what I want. I speak it. I visualize it. I make plans to move toward it. If it means that I have to work a full-time job during the day and then come on here at night and then work another weekend job, that's what I do, because that's the dream that I want. And until people recognize me, or Oprah sees me, or somebody sees me and lets me know, hey, we think that what you're doing is talented, then I have to continue to make money to fund the dream that I want. So it's all you planning and looking at it differently. I feel like you're going the corporate route when you're more of a creative, you're more of a free-spirited person, and you're binding yourself up. Like they're showing me you in a straitjacket or you being bound up. Actually, they're showing me the Eight of Swords, where you feel all bound up and tied up in the situation that you are. And they're saying if you literally just kind of stretch your arms out, you could break all of those. Restrictions that are on you and be creative. Like I feel like the energy is just falling all out of you, and it's just you finding the focus to do whatever it is that you want. So that's what I got for you. Harness that power of the Magician. I love the way that they do the Magician on this card too.
Yeah, it's very nice. I like it too.
And the Magician has all the tools. Like they have one of every suit. They have the wand, they have the pentacles, they have the sword, and they have the cup. So you have all the resources you need to do what you want. And they're saying that it won't cost you anything, literally, to do whatever it is that you want to do. Or it won't cost you a lot. That's how I got it. So I hope that helps you out.
Super. Next in line. Hopefully it resonates with you, by the way. Hopefully it resonates with you.
You're welcome. I literally see spirit kicking you in the butt, Asim. Like, get out there and do it. Like they're pushing you out of the nest. Like you need to move forward and you need to get this stuff done.
And you were sent here for a reason.
Definitely. He's laughing because I said kicking you in the butt, but it's essentially like a mama bird pushing you out of the nest. It's time for you to soar. You're either going to drop to the ground because you won't spread your wings, or you're going to soar if you spread your wings and allow the trajectory of the wind or whatever it is to support you. So, all right. Thank you for coming in, Asim. Who's next, Kina? Alina K. She's ready. She says, I'm here. A general reading. Immediately they showed me a corn, like one of those silos where they store up all the corn for the winter, like back in the biblical days. I don't know why all my references are biblical. Like, what in the hell?
I noticed all night's been that way.
I'm like, geez, oh Pete. But they're showing me that big corn. Is it a silo where they keep all the corn and stuff in there to store it up or whatever? They're showing me that. And they're saying the storage is closed. You've amassed more knowledge and more information than you ever need. It's time for you to move forward and stop saying that you need to learn, you need to learn, you need to learn. They're like, you have all the knowledge you need. They're showing me the Hierophant. It's time for you to move forward on the knowledge. It's like me being like, oh, I need to learn how to walk, and I'm walking already. You have all the knowledge you need to walk. Like, I want to learn how to walk backwards. I want to learn how to walk to the left. I want to learn how to walk to the right. I want to learn how to skip. I want to learn how to jump. They're like, you have all the knowledge. Stop saying that you need more knowledge. You are very knowledgeable in whatever it is. They're saying the storage is full, like your brain is on overload. When are you going to start disseminating some of this information and utilizing it to benefit you as well as the community? Because I feel like you can work with children or youth or somebody that is younger than you, because I see a crowd of people around you and you either presenting to them, interacting with them in some way, and they're like, you have all the knowledge. I feel like you're one of those lifetime students, or one of those people who always, I'm going back to school, I'm going to get my 17th master's, I'm going to get another PhD, I'm going to be the director of blah 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 blah. And they're like, you have enough knowledge, please move forward and disseminate some of that knowledge that you have. Angels Will Fly says she sees a butterfly. The knowledge was you in your cocoon. Time to break out of that and spread your wings. Stop saying that you need. Keena feels convicted. I tell Keena that all the time, because Keena used to be like, oh, I'm learning, I need to do this. And they were like, no, stop saying that you need to learn more. You know that you need to learn. No, you have enough knowledge to at least start moving forward. So what they want you to do is to stop absorbing information, because all you're doing is packing it in and you're not utilizing it anyway. I could learn how to speak. One of my friends was just telling me this. She learned how to do this code that she wants. She's a coder, some kind of engineer at her job, and she learned how to do this coding, and she never used it again. So she forgot how to do it. And she said, that's not the major part of my job. I do this instead of this. And so now they're saying, I need you to be stronger in this area. She's like, well, if I don't use it, I'm going to lose it. And they're like, no, I need you to be stronger in it. So you can have all that knowledge. If you're not using it, then what difference did it make? I learned how to make a pot pie, but I haven't made one in months. So I probably would have to go back and look at the recipe again, because I just didn't make enough pot pies for it to commit it to memory. So what I'm telling you is you need to start using the knowledge that you have. She says, a few exciting things I've been keeping in my brain and not moving on because I want to be more knowledgeable. You don't need no more knowledge. Please do not get any more knowledge. Lord have mercy. They is hitting you all upside the head. They're hitting me upside the head with apples. Like the apples are just falling out the tree. Like, please don't get another apple. Don't go to another lesson. Don't pay for another journey. Just please move forward on what you're supposed to do. At least try it. Listen, I didn't even know that we could possibly do this. Had Don not went out here and started going live, I probably wouldn't even be here. I'd still be back there saying, well, I don't know anything about technology. I latched on to what Don said, what Don created, and I got out there and continued to do what I was supposed to do. You have to start moving forward on the things that you are doing. Like if I listen, y'all don't know this, I lost 100 pounds. I had to start somewhere. I literally lost 100 pounds. So how am I going to lose 100 pounds if I don't at least start walking, moving, doing something? I can read every diet book it is, every recipe it is. I can drink a shake. I can do whatever I want to do. If I don't start moving, I'm just going to be 100 pounds more with a whole bunch of information on diets and recipes and nothing. If I know that a baked chicken is better than a fried chicken, but I continue to make fried chicken, what use did it do for me to know that a baked chicken was better than a fried chicken? If you're not using the knowledge, then it's not going to work for you. So that's how they're showing it to me. And they're saying, please do not pack anything else in your brain. Move forward, honey.
And Angels Will Fly sees butterflies, and the knowledge was in your cocoon. So it's like time to come out, which is exactly what Angel was saying. So again, it is time to get out of your way and to start making something happen. No more learning, no more excuses, no more. It's time to get to it. Just get to it.
Judgment card. This is your calling. And in this case, this isn't you judging you. This is your calling. They said it's the fear that's holding you back. This is usually it's an archangel, Gabriel, that is blowing their trumpet and calling you into your this is a judgment card, and calling you to whatever it is that you're supposed to do. You see all these people getting up for them grave, getting up for the death or the things that has been holding them down or keeping them stagnant. This is them getting up and walking into their calling. This is a judgment card. This is the Lord saying, hello, hello. I done rang the bell. I done blew the trumpet. I done pushed you down the stairs. When are you going to do something? That's all I'm saying.
Lord, all this violence. Good Lord.
Like, move it, lady. Get it out there. So, again, they really do want you to get moving and get started on whatever it is that you want to do.
Exactly. And again, I just got the world card. Again, it's ready for you. You just have to reach out and make it happen. And how do you do that? Again, this is that entrepreneurial spirit. Just do it. Just get out there and take it on, and you will rise to the occasion. Look at this. This is the rise above card. You will rise to the occasion. So step out there and make it happen, okay? And look what will come in the end. Cha-ching, Monday, Monday, Monday. So.
And then I got the 10 of Cups. Like, your wish fulfillment is there if you want to do it, if you move forward on it. Angels Will Fly say Angie is still mad the spirit pushed her the other day. I'm always mad the spirit pushes me.
Just get moving. Come on. This is that movement card. All right. Movement card toward victory. Let's let it happen. So it's on you. It's in your court now, Alina. Make it happen. Next.
And what is it? What is your talent that you have, Alina? You never know. Somebody in our chat could want what you have. So what is your talent, or what is it? What are the ideas that you have? Not that we want to steal them, but you never know. It could be a service that you could supply to somebody here. Like if you know Reiki, or I don't know what maybe you're a hypnotist. I don't know. What is it that you're trying to do? You never know. Somebody in the comments could have the information that you need to link you to wherever you need to be. Kina, you can put it back up. I'm sorry. Tony, are you here? Tony W.
Done. Is there a Tony in the house? She is. She is. Damn, Tony, the cards just flew out as soon as I said your name. It's like, holy crap. I'm in closing time, yeah. No, I got some other song stuck in my head.
All right, Don, you can go first.
Are you planning on moving closer to family? Is that the question about the moving? Because again, this is that celebration with family card. So is that the question? Is that moving closer to family for some reason? Or are you, and it looks like some planning has already been started because this is that planning card. So have you started planning for a move? And if so, I think you've gotten surprised. I think that there's some information that you did not realize that you would have to take into consideration. And it has kind of made you pause or to take kind of a step back and think, okay, am I really ready for this? I do believe you are ready for it, again, because the two of cups is here. So again, with that two of cups and then that two of wands, again, it's gonna make you happy. The move will make you happy. So again, to make that move is a good thing. But I think that you, again, I get the feeling of your confidence is shaken a bit because you've learned something along the way that makes you pause. Ultimately, you will be happy with the move. So I do see that move happening. I'm not getting any health energy here for you right now. Again, one of the concerns is money. But again, look at this. Again, this location is going to make you happy. So I think you need to get stepping. And again, this is about your path. So again, you're meant to be there. You're meant to be there more than where you are now, because that path card is there, and this is that alignment. So you're going to feel freer and more comfortable there. But are you moving closer to family? Is that what this is about? Because again, I'm getting a family connection there. I'm picking up nothing for health. Hey, Sherry Berry, nice to see you in. I'm picking up nothing for health, but I am picking up a lot of family. So are you having issues with the family? Are you trying to get closer to the family, or is you're trying to get away from the family? I don't know, but I feel like you're coming to more connection with the family is what I'm getting. I see a move, but I'm not picking up anything on the health. So do you have anything on the health, Angie, or anything on the move?
I do. So the first thing I got was the Three of Wands, which is waiting on your ships to come in. And I love the way they have those little ships and her waiting. Like, when are they going to get there? When are they going to come? What's taking so long? Where's it going to come? So the planning is done. Like, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. But the very first thing that I heard before I even pulled a card was, what do you really want to do? If I could take this and wave this magic wand and be like, boom, that's your dream job. That's what you want to do. Can you do it? Are you ready to do it? Does the universe know exactly what you want to do, how you want to do it, where you want to do it, how much money you want to make doing it, and why you love doing it? What is your purpose of it? Like, sometimes people go into nursing for the money of it and not for the love or the care of the people. And you can tell the difference. I want to make a boatload of money. I don't give a damn about these patients. I love these patients. I work 14, 16, 18 hours and I do get compensated for it. There's a difference. So they're saying, if Angie could wave this magic wand and make you exactly what you want to be, y'all already know what I want to be, able to do this live every single day, and get paid for it. So if I could wave this magic wand and make you exactly what you want to be, what is it? If somebody came to you and said, hey, I want you to produce a film tomorrow, how much are you going to charge me to do it? Do you know how much it would cost to produce a film, to hire a crew? So if I gave you exactly what you want, how would you do it? How would you get that started? So that's the first thing I got. You're waiting on your ships to come in, but they want to know, are you ready? Like, what is the first thing you want to do? You want to make a documentary? Have you done any short documentaries? Have you posted anything online that will get you a following, where people would say, hey, oh my gosh, look at the little story she's did, look at the information she's done? Are you practicing the skills that you want to do? What did I just say? I have 3 or 4 jobs because this is what I want to do, but the other jobs pay for my wants and needs. So in order to get where I want to be, I have to do all of those things in addition to these things. So what steps have you taken in order to get to it? So then the strength card comes up because you mentioned the surgery, and Don was saying, it's moving slowly. You've done the planning, you're ready to go. But what that surgery did was let you know that you're not invincible. There are things, sometimes you are going to need other people. Sometimes you are going to need to slow down. And this is that time to let you know, this is your reflective time to be like, you know what? I am not invincible. I am, sometimes bruised, battered, or, in need of help. And I need to acknowledge the fact that my body is not going to be around forever. And so this is that strength card, the strength to heal yourself and move forward. That's exactly what I heard. To heal yourself. This is not a setback. This is a set up to move you forward. Because if you're ready to step out into that limelight, and then let's say you start your career, you get out there, you start making money, all of a sudden now you need the surgery. It's a halt in it. So this is getting everything in order. They're literally showing me ducks in a row. This is ducks lined up in a row to show that this needed to happen now so that you can move forward with where you need to go, and there won't be any more delay in it. You're waiting on your ships to come in. This is what you needed to get through. So heal yourself, get yourself back well, get that mental capacity, because I felt like this really was a gut punch to you, where it kind of knocked you off and you were like, whoa, like this was a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So then it also put a slow down in your money, because you were all prepared. I'm going to work here. I'm going to do this. I know what job I'm going to do. I know how to make the money. It put a slow down in there. You're dependable, your routine, you're ready to move forward. But remember, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So it slowed down the money that you were going to make. All of this slowed it down. So where you thought it was going to be like, I'm going to hit the ground rolling in 2023, Spirit said, nope, you need to know that you're not invincible. You need to know that your body has wear and tear on it, and you need to consider those factors as you move forward, and that you honestly need people to help you to move forward. And then I'm going to ask for an overall energy of the whole reading, or what's your next step? That's what I'll ask. What's your next step moving forward. So let me see what they're saying. Nope, they're saying don't even ask that question. Your next step is healing. You have 2 months that they're saying to get this healing done. But while they're doing that, you need to plan your first project. When they say that your body's ready to move, you need to be ready to hit start on that hit record on that camera and move forward. You need to be ready with a project. You need to present an idea. You need to be able to do the research, have a business plan, have a product, have an alignment as to what you want to do, or at least a connection to somebody who can get you to where you want to be. They're literally saying you are not connected to the people that you need to get you where you want to be. You are not an island. You cannot do it alone. You cannot just go out there and be like, I'm just gonna film the whole goddamn thing on myself. They're saying you need to connect to people who know more about it, who've been doing it, who can get you where you need to be. So if that means that I have to go and work for Fox, I have to go and work for CBS, I have to go do some grunt work that I don't want to do, and then I have to do those things in order to get the connection, to get in there so that I can show that I am better than I want. You know what scene they're showing me from Waiting to Excel, when Savannah took that pay cut to come back to Arizona to show that she could be a producer. That's exactly what they're showing me. She took a pay cut to come and show them that she was worth, that she could do it in order to move forward. So they moved her back in order to move her forward. Yeah, I make all this money, but that's not what I want to do. They moved her back. She said, I had to take a pay cut, and they're literally showing it to me. And I just love Whitney because that was Whitney. But they're showing me that she had to take a pay cut in order to move forward. So they said, don't ask about what your next step. Your next step is to heal. They said 2 months you have to heal. That means mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically to get it together so you can start. So you need, she said, he's a good man, Savannah. And so they're saying that you need to map out in that time. You need to map out your first project. What is it going to be? And you need to put Tony, however you want your name to be, Tony, blah, 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 production. You need to write it. You need to see it like that. When I wanted to be an attorney, I used to write Angie Lewis Esquire all over the paper because that's what I thought I wanted to be at the time. And so that's what I was moving forward to. So that's what they're saying you need to do. You need to see it. Tony, blah, 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 producer. Tony, whatever, however it is that you want to do. You need to see it and be it and believe it. So then the outcome of the situation, they're saying I don't even need to pull a card. It's the 10 of Pentacles. And that's the culmination. That's building up. Slow money, but it's coming. Your 10 is coming. Your money is coming. The fruits of your labor is coming. They're showing me the 10 is your ultimate goal, but along the way, you got to get to the 6, which means somebody got to give you some charity. There's a 7, which means you planted the seeds and your harvest is coming. There's an 8, that's you honing in on your skills. And there's a 9, there's that independent wealth. And then the 10 comes. So you're at a 5, you're feeling left out, you're feeling burdened, you're feeling like you don't know how to move forward because you don't have the things you do. So you're at a 5 and you need to move along 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it could be that you could jump over. You just need to plan. Take these 2 months, and they are clear about the 2 months. They keep showing me the 2 over and over and over. Take these 2 months, heal mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And they are clear that you have to heal every single area and make it where you move forward and you're ready. Because when you get out there, you're literally going to hit the ground running, because you got to make up this time from now until what's 2 months from now, May. You got to make up this time from January to May because you had this setback, but it shows you that you're real and you're human. And so when you hit the ground running in May, you better be ready to go because they're not playing. And they said, are you really sure you want to go to Chicago? Because it'd be 40 below in Chicago. That's all I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It'd be 40 below in Chicago. Exactly. All in a row. 6, 7, 8. You're at a 5, feeling left out, feeling burdened, but you're moving 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So your 10 is coming. You just have to move. And then what's on the bottom of the deck? Movement. The wands. It's coming. So there you go. That's what I have for you, Miss Tony.
So I think we did. I think we and I already did Tony. So I think we're good there. They didn't say it, you did. Thank you, Tony. Lucky, I want to know what Gabari wants with me.
Exactly, Kina. I love what you just said. You're welcome, Tony. Tony and I went to college together.
Oh, is that right?
That's that Michigan connection. I'm surprised you didn't see it, Don. That's that Michigan connection. We went to college together. Okay. She wants to know, I can give you a general love reading, Lucky Empress 7, and let you know. I can even ask the pendulum if there's any romantic feeling between you two, but I won't. Oh, okay. Oh, a life partner. Okay, I like that. I do like that. Okay, general love reading. Let me get my little favorable love cards out.
They're called a favorable love cards or just love? What are they?
They're favorable for love. The Light Seers Tarot. Usually when somebody asks for love, I get these out because they feel like kind of loving and caring, and like most of the images to me feel like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful, and there's a lot.
I thought you had a new deck. I was like, did you have a new deck? What is this? When you said the favorite, that's a great title for a deck, you know? Favorable Love Tarot.
Oh, favorable to love. Oh my gosh, Don.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. Favorable for love. Ooh, that's a good one. I like it. Favorable for love readings. Let me put that in. Let me keep that in mind. It's gonna be all pictures of me on the cards. The Queen of Pentacles, Angie. The King of Pentacles, Angie. All of them are gonna be.
I'm telling you, I think you should sit in front of a camera one day and think of a card, and each card, what it should look like, and do the face, because
exactly.
I think that'd be perfect, and we turn it into a tarot deck. I'm serious. That would be great. That would be, and that would be perfect.
I think people will buy it. We'll call it Fix Your Face Favorable Love Cards. Fix Your Face Angie Favorable for Love Cards. Exactly.
FYFA.
Pam, don't be laughing that hard. It could happen. Pam is cracking up.
That will be perfect. I love it. I love that idea.
Listen, look how many ideas show up in here. Just beautiful. Look, we're gonna do it. I'm telling you. We're gonna have that live show, because Don, I always see us like on a stage. There's a group of people, kind of like stand up live, how they're on the stage and there's people all around, and we're doing the readings, and we're funny and we're entertaining, and people are like, oh my gosh, did you see Don and Angie? Oh my gosh, did you see Don and Angie? And there it is. And Kina's manning the chat. Kina's walking, instead of walking, doing this behind the scene, she has the microphone and she gives her little, parking lot readings from time to time, and she just passes the mic around. You're next, you're next, you're next, and then we read them. I see it, Don. I see it.
It's like the old Montel show when they used to pass the mic to the ones that would get the readings from what's her name?
I just saw Donahue. I don't know why. I just saw Donahue.
Yeah. But Kina said, don't forget the sparkly jacket.
Exactly. Listen, I'm not playing. I will wear a sparkly dress every day. Pam says she wants to see them. She'll help. That's what I'm saying. Tony, that's our project. We're going to create these cards. You're going to take these pictures of this face and we're going to create these cards.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. Look at that. All these projects just starting right here on live. 3/8/23.
Kina, make a note of this. We're going to make this one happen. I think this is a great idea. Really, I'm serious. We need to make this happen. FYFA, the FYFA deck. Yes,
Fix Your Face Angie favorable for Fix Your Face Angie love deck or love reading deck. Oh my gosh, I love it, Dom. Listen, you guys better not steal my idea. We said it on here. Fix Your Face Angie love deck. Pam, go ahead and start drawing it. Pam will come back tomorrow and be like, I made a t-shirt for you, Angie.
Exactly. She has the logo already in
I
mind.
love it. Tony, you heard me say, we got to listen, that's our first project. We're going to get these cards together.
There you go. Absolutely.
I love it. Oh, I can get different hair. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, oh my gosh, I get different hair. I get different makeup. I get different nails. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, y'all. I like it. I like it. I like it. And our Donahue moment out in the at the celebrity. We're going to be at the celebrity. No, not the celebrity. What is it? Stand Up Live. Doing psychic reading. Have you ever heard of anybody doing a psychic reading or a psychic show at Stand Up Live? That's going to be us, Don. I'm telling you. Okay, Lucky Empress. Let me see.
Talking
you know
sick
what,
is
Lucky Empress?
talking
Thank you
sick
for the
is calling me.
inspiration. Exactly. No, Sherry Berry, you do not get to keep your hair. Don't even try that. I told Don today about our agreement. You do not get to keep your hair. I'm going to buy those hairs, but I still have ownership of that hair, honey. Nope.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so Miss Lucky Empress 7. Miss Linda says, we love your hair is the way it is. But Miss Linda, you couldn't see me like as a fiery redhead on the Queen of Wands card, just like, just beautiful, big red, pretty hair, fire, creativity. I'm going to do it. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
Lucky, I get the feeling that you've seen a number of men walk away. And this has happened quite often. Not to give away your dirt, but it seems like that's the case. It's like the relationships aren't taking, they're not holding. And again, you're looking for that right guy, the knight in shining armor, the guy who has all the things in place, the one who will just rock your world, ring your bell. And you got to change your way of thinking. You have got to think a little differently about what it is you want from a mate. Okay. It's interesting because I think you like a little fussing, a little energy. You're bored quickly. You want somebody who's going to cause a little bit of stir. You like to fuss a little bit and have that. And is that really healthy? Maybe you don't need that. Maybe that is what's the problem, is that you're going for guys who again buy into this, and then you all fire up each other, and then he leaves, and it's like, damn, the sex was good, but guess what? The living isn't so well. Okay. The reality is, again, ultimately, look at this. I mean, you like volatile situations, you like volatile relationships, and in so doing, you create a situation where you're always in conflict, or always feel like you're in conflict, or always feel like you have to go to conflict. So you got to change. You got to change, and you got to find somebody who is very much more adaptable, somebody who will work with you, but don't get bored with somebody who works with you, as I just froze, I think.
Oh my God, Don. As you were saying that, you will not believe what I saw. Like you were saying, she wants a bad boy. I kept seeing Pinky Tuscadero, that's from Happy Days, and the Fonz. Like her standing there just popping her gum, just kind of looking all cute and sexy and hoping that the bad boy comes over and likes her. That's exactly what I saw. Like, that's what you want, that bad boy, but you also want him to be chivalrous. And they said, stop trying to live in two worlds. You can't live back there and here too. And so what I got was, you need to balance. You need to find that what you want and be specific about what you want. Literally, Pinky Tuscadero. That's what they're showing me. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And the Fonz, that's how they're showing it to me. And they're saying you need to decide. You need to set the parameters as to what you want and stop living in the fairy tale of like, oh, I think that's not what you want. Be honest about what you want. I'm honest. I don't want a short person. It doesn't mean that I don't like short people, because I am a short person. Please understand that. But I need somebody taller than me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna listen to you if we're the same height. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. That's just me. I'm just not gonna listen to you. I'm just telling you. And so you need to be honest about what you want. And the card that came up was the Seven of Swords, but they said it's you deceiving yourself. It's you not being honest about what you want. And that's why you can't find the life partner, because you're not honest about what you want. If you want somebody to be chivalrous, if you want somebody to open the doors and to romance you and those things, then that's how you have to present yourself. They're showing me like somebody bent over in the club twerking and, just giving it away. And they're saying, if that's the image you're portraying, that's not what you're attracting. What you're attracting is one night stands who want to wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But what you want is somebody who wants to romance you, and you're not going to get John, is it George Clooney, when you're out here, with the bad boy who's just kind of, yours for the night. So they're saying be honest about what you want. If you want that love, if you want that excitement, like Don says, you're two feeding off of each other, and then it's volatile, and then you separate. And they're saying you're reminiscing about somebody. There's somebody you feel like is a missed opportunity that in love that you should have been with, because this is the Page of Cups, and they're saying you're kind of reminiscing about it. You're reminiscing about it because they're showing me the Six of Cups, but I picked up the Page of Cups also. So you're reminiscing about somebody you feel like is a missed opportunity, but they're saying a cup of love is coming in, but you can't see it. If I'm presenting you a cup this way and you're looking behind you for this person, that cup is going to pass right on by. You didn't even know it was for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're looking back here at somebody you used to be with, somebody who used to wham bam thank you ma'am, and they must have been very good at the wham bam thank you ma'am, because you can't let them go. And what they want you to do is see the cup of love that's coming towards you, but he doesn't look like your normal type. He's a gentleman. I just told somebody the other day, I'm about to go in Best Buy and find me somebody with a pocket protector, some slacks on, and a button up shirt, who's a nerd, and just let that be the love of my life, because obviously the bad boys just ain't getting it. I'm just saying, you have to decide what you want. What does Keena say? Decide what you want and reject everything that doesn't look like that. Don't just settle for whatever. Decide what you want, put it out there, and allow the universe to bring it to you. So there is love coming for you, but you don't see it because you're still looking back at that person. Literally, if my head is turned, do I see that car coming past me? My cup of love just went right on past me. Crystal says, I'm showing an addiction to a man who wasn't available to love you, and you want the way you want and the way you want to be loved. Again, holding on to something. Listen, I understand the penis. You know what I'm saying? It sometimes it just makes you see things differently. He might knock you down and you like, but I'm telling you, before he knocked me down, he put it on me. And so maybe you don't remember that he knocked you down. You just remember that he put it on you. All I'm saying is be honest about what you want so the universe can present it to you. Don't give them mixed signals. Oh, I want a bad boy. I want this and that. But I want somebody to be chivalrous. Put your best foot forward as to what you want. So that's what I got. Keena gonna say, listen to Keena. She's smart. I can't stand Keena. That's all I have for her.
Who is next?
The combination might exist. You just have to put it out there that that's what you want and be honest about it. I told the universe I didn't want short people. Well, did they stop sending me short people? No, but I rejected the short people. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Sharon. Sharon, why do they show me you standing in the shadows? Like, there's a door. Okay. So you're in a big empty building, or you're in a big warehouse, and there is a door, but you're like, okay, so there's a door open here, and you want to know what's going on inside that door, but you're standing in the hallway next to the door, and you won't come out of the shadows to go through the door. So this is a door of opportunity that is open for you, but you won't come out of the shadows to walk through the door. The door is closing a little bit more every single time because the shadow that is casting is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So you're missing opportunities. You're literally standing on the side looking at what you want or curious about what it is, but you won't take the opportunity to find out what it is. So I feel like there's something you want to know about. Like, I want to learn how to make a pot pie. I can keep saying that I want to learn how to make a pot pie. I can keep going to buy pot pies. I can continue to buy frozen pot pies. But if I want to learn how to make a pot pie, I have to look up a recipe. I have to buy the ingredients. I have to do all the things that it needs to do to make a pot pie. You know, I must really want a pot pie because I feel like I've used that analogy a lot tonight. All I'm saying is, if I want to know how to do it, I have to take the steps in order to do it. Again, you need to move forward, get out of the shadows, and move forward into the opportunity that is there. Because once the door closes, you're just going to be still standing there in the shadow and the opportunity is going to be gone. So I did go to Albertsons, Keena. You got to go there at like 11 o'clock to get the pot pie, because if you go at 2 o'clock, they're all gone. I went at like 3 o'clock. I went at like 3 o'clock before it was time to pick up the kids. And they were like, we're all out. They're usually right here. The shelves were empty. So obviously everybody wants a pot pie when it's 47 degrees outside here in Arizona. So
and they're
I
damn
think
good.
they're good, Don.
They're good.
You have to go early. Like, I think I'm going to have to go at like 11 o'clock. So like whenever they start putting the hot food out, I need to be there. Like, let me get all them Popeyes right there. Just the whole row of them. Give me all of them. But Miss Sharon, that's what they're saying, is that you need, I don't even know if you're in the chat because I don't see you. You need to get out of the shadows and move forward and see at least what the opportunity is. You don't even know if you like it or not because you won't even take the time to see what the opportunity is. And so that's what I got for you. And since you said general, I assume that there's nothing specific that you want. And that's what they showed me. You standing in the shadow, missing an opportunity because you won't even explore to see if it's something that you like. So that's what I got for you, Miss Sharon. And I hope that helps you. Crystal, KFC used to have the best Popeyes. The last time I went, it was not good.
Some places, especially if they don't put the attention to the crust, that crust is the important thing. Popeye.
I used to love KFC Popeye, and the last couple times I went, they just weren't good. They weren't full like they used to be, and then there just wasn't enough care. Like I felt like it was dried out, and it wasn't that creaminess. You know, like when you used to put your fork in a Popeye at KFC, it was that creaminess that, you know, that chicken, all that would come out, and it just wasn't that for me the last time I went. But Crystal's in Minnesota, so maybe theirs is better than ours. Ours is dried out like the same. All right, Keena, who's next?
I went to Lolo's in Scottsdale the other day.
Oh my gosh.
I tell you what, I got the worst meal. The other meals were good. My chicken was dry. And I'm like, oh, come on, Mama White, Miss White. If you ever go to Miss White's and you eat her chicken, right? Her chicken is always moist. And I was so let down because I expected so much because this is her son or grandson, right? And I was like, I was waiting. The cornbread was amazing. It comes like this, and with the butter on. Oh my God! I was like, I could eat this all day, you know. And the red beans were really good. But when I bit into the chicken, and I had a chicken breast and a chicken thigh, both pieces were dry, and I'm like, oh no! It's like
Sherry Berry and I went to the one at Gilbert, and I have to tell you, it's the best that I've had thus far. I used to go to the one downtown all the time, and their cleanliness is in question there. And so I haven't been to the one in Scottsdale in a long time, but the one we went to, the one in Gilbert, it was beautiful. We sat outside. Our food was so good. I think Sherry Berry got the chicken and waffles, and I ended up getting the platter that was like the chicken and the fish. And then I don't think they had any mac and cheese left that day. But I think I got either fried okra and greens or something like that. But everything we had was delicious. It was so good. And that was the one in Gilbert. And it's the best that I've had thus far.
I know, I was so let down because I've always wanted to go there, and I knew that they would have good food because, again, Miss White. And Michael ordered the double D's, which is the 2 chicken breasts on the waffle. It's called double D's. And
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's called double D's. Yeah, and I had the classic platter, and he, again, his breasts were dry, but my sister-in-law had her and her boyfriend had good food. Theirs were tasty. So I don't know if that day something was up with the chicken or they let it go too long. Sometimes if you let it go too long, or if you don't dip it well enough and season it, then the moisture comes out. I don't know. But I was like, no, come on, don't do that to me. You know who
it was so good. All of our food was delicious. And I don't know why, but when I'm with Sherry Berry, we just be reading people while we sitting there. So we're reading, so we're sitting there eating our food, and there's a table behind us, and we're just reading them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Sherry Berry, look, blah, blah, blah. And we're just, talking about, we're reading them. And I don't normally do that. Only when I'm with Sherry do I do that. So we're sitting there and we're trying to enjoy our food. We're reading them like while we're at the table, and it was funny, but the food was delicious. I definitely told her I would go back again. Like
Yeah,
that
we
is a
had
good
the
place.
my brother-in-law had my sister-in-law's boyfriend had the fried okra. He had the platter, so it was fried okra and fried green tomatoes and something
Ooh.
else, and those all were delicious. It was again fried green tomatoes on the center, fried okra on one side, and I can't remember what the third thing was.
I think I got the greens when I was there. Is it like collard greens? I think that's what I got. I think I got the okra and the greens because they didn't have any mac and cheese.
Mhm. And so that was a really good one. And then my sister-in-law had something, and hers was delicious. I tried all theirs; everything was good except for the chicken. So something went wrong with the chicken that day, and I was like, oh, don't do this. I hate that. You know,
I mean,
every
not every time you go, the cook is a good cook. Sometimes the cook that
exactly.
day didn't have a good day, so maybe
Yep.
he missed a step. Maybe he didn't batter it.
Yep. I'll be going back just to try because I know it has to be good. I know it's good. I've
Try
heard so
the,
many
we
people.
should go to the one in Gilbert, Don. I was just telling
Yeah.
Keena, like, we need to go and spend some time with Don. So maybe me, you, and Keena can go to the one in Gilbert and
Yep.
enjoy that one because I loved it. It was good. And Sherry Berry, we won't forget you because I can hear you in my head saying, how dare you go to the one next to my house and not include me? You're welcome to come, Sherry. But I was just telling Keena we need to come spend some time with you so we can go to the one in Gilbert. And it was good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yep. Super, super. Yeah. The rest of the food was really good. It was just the chicken that day. It was just like don't know what it was, and I was kind of so I need a refresher. I need a good one. I need a good experience. So that's the perfect excuse.
Exactly.
Exactly. So,
Nyla, are you here? I saw that Keena has asked you several times. Are you here, Nyla 101 or Nayla? Looks like Nayla 101. Are you here from Twitch?
I think she left us. She must have left us. I don't know.
All right, Nayla, if you're not here, then who's next?
Linda, I have a question. Long question, but short answer will suffice. On Saturday, we are having a party, and some undesirables will be present. My gut says JoJo should purchase doorknobs with locks. I see what you're saying. So you can make sure certain rooms are not accessible. That's kind of, I guess that's what that is about.
I heard two things. Why are they invited? That's the first thing I heard is why would you allow these people into your house if you don't trust them in that way? Like I don't want people in my house where I'm not comfortable in my house. So that was the first question I heard is why are they invited? But I guess if they're relative, no, there's relatives. There's some relatives that cannot come into my house either. I'm just sorry to tell you that. I really feel like there's something over the door. You know, like how you can put a shield over your door and somebody can't come in. I feel like that's what you need to do. Put a protection over your house or over your door. Like, you know how Don said to cut the selenite wands up and put them out as protection. I feel like if you put them there, then maybe it'll ward them off before they even get there and you won't have to worry about that situation. But the locks are always a good thing. You could I'm trying to think of a cost effective thing that you could get, but I don't know. That would probably be Don's situation. But again, the first thing I heard from Spirit is why are they welcome in your house?
I think it's Zoe's. Is it Zoe's birthday and it's her father? I think is that because Zoe's the one that's having the birthday, correct? And she says it's Zoe's father.
Okay, then he can personally take her out and have ice cream later. Listen, I've been in situations where it's like, watch my purse, make sure this person don't go here. Did you see this person? Like, I've been in situations where you had to put somebody on that person, like Keena, watch them, don't let them go in the back room. Make sure my person, like, put all the purses in one room and lock that door. Put all the blah 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 in that room. I've been in situations where you've had to be like, watch him. Don't let him go in the back room. Don't let him go into the bathroom. If he go, then you need to be hovering around like, oh, okay, you out the bathroom, make your way back to the, and sometimes you have to do that. So it could be as much as you just putting somebody in place to be like, hey, or keeping him front and center of the party so you know where he is at all times, or just buying the locks. I keep getting why is he welcome, but that's all I'm saying. Because my son is going over his dad's house on Sunday, and he's not coming here to pick him up. I'm dropping him off. Don't come in my house. I'm just saying. But my gut
But
says your
if it brings solace, if it brings peace of mind, then it's probably never a bad idea to do it. So that's the one thing. Again, is if it brings, and that's not psychic, that's just general. If it brings peace of mind to do it, then you should do it. If there's no other way to isolate that part of the house, if there's a way you can isolate that part of the house and not feel that it's too disruptive, then that'd be another way. Is just isolate that part of the house and make it clear that nobody's going there. Maybe so I don't know.
She said he feels entitled. I feel entitled to have my show, a live show, but I don't have one yet. Just because I feel entitled to do it, that don't mean I get to do it. My son's father probably think he's entitled to come into my house, but he's not.
Yeah, it sounds like
all the more reason to be like, no.
Yep. The door is that away. But yeah, just go ahead and I would just for peace of mind, probably, Linda, it's probably not a bad idea to do it. And then when they're done, they can take them off, but keep them around because you never know when you may want to use those locks again. So, and they have some multi-packs. And if you go to Home Depot, I think Lowe's has them too, but if you go to Home Depot, you can get multi-packs. You can buy a number of them at one time. So, and save yourself some money.
Is it possible to buy one of those centers that ding, like ding, every time somebody opens the door? Like
you can do that too. Yep.
You could buy a sensor to put on there, so every time the door is open, it kind of is like ding, or somebody tries to enter a room or a space or something. Yeah. You could put a big. You could also put a big caution tape over it that says, "Hey, nobody's allowed in this room."
Yeah. You can. You attach the one side to the door jamb and the other to the door, and when the magnetic connection is lost, and it's also just batteries. So the good part is it's just individual, and you can buy a number of them for next to nothing. So if the party's outside, then don't let anybody inside. Make sure that no one goes inside except for those people who are bringing items outside, and make sure that the house is locked to keep everybody out, and therefore there's no question of who is intended to be left out. Maybe that would be the way.
So I did a 3-card spread. I did the situation, which is the Hierophant, and they're saying you know better. You know what the situation is. You have that intuition. You have that knowledge. You know this person inside and out. You know that this person is not a good place. So the situation. So I asked for what I did. The situation, the advice from spirit, and the outcome. And so for the situation, I got you know better. I literally heard them say, you know better. You know this person is not need to be in your house. Listen, I'm not letting a crackhead in my house. And it may not be that this is a crackhead, but I'm not letting somebody I don't trust in my house. You need to stay outside. Or like I said, put the big caution tape on there so that nobody can open the door or go in there. But they're saying, you know better. For the situation, they're saying, you know better. You know what to do. You know what your gut is telling you. And if it's telling you that this person doesn't need to come in the house, then this person doesn't need to come in the house. And then for the advice from spirit, have the strength to stand on your conviction and say, no, you cannot come in the house. This is advice from spirit. Have the strength to stand on your convictions and be like, no, you cannot come in. And then the outcome is the King of Pentacles, which is ruling over your domain. You are the leader. You are the person who makes the decisions. You have to protect your palace, make that decision. So that's what I got. The situation, you know better. The advice from spirit, stand strong in your power. You have the strength. You know what to do. You know how to tame this situation. You know the best route to take for this situation. And then the King of Pentacles, protect your property, protect your assets. You see him holding on to that pentacle. That's his blessings. That's his assets. That's the material things. You know how to, this is him protecting his throne. So that's what you do. And if it means buying locks, then buy locks. But it also could mean everybody stay outside. Crystal said that's what she got for you is to use your intuition. She says they need to use the bathroom. Okay, the bathroom is one spot that you go in. You go into the bathroom. If I put caution tape all over the door, here and here and here, Who broke through the caution tape to get in there? Or why are you in this area? The bathroom is here. But what would he be wanting in the bathroom? Is he trying to steal something? Yeah, you can't come to my house. But again, they're saying you know what to do. Like you know how to protect your house. And if it means getting the lock, then that's what you do. This is you protecting your property. And if that means that you have to get locks and put on the door, then that's what you do. For me, I'm not spending extra money to keep somebody out who don't want to be there. You need to stand outside, sir. I don't have to be nice to you at all. Why I gotta be at my kid party? Take her out. You can take her out for ice cream later. As a matter of fact, you can come by when we cut the cake. You ain't even got to use the bathroom because you ain't gonna be here long. Cut the cake, take some pictures, open the presents. Bye. Listen, once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I don't have to be cordial with you. I do not. Like I tried all of that, and if you don't wore my nerves to the end, and I don't want to, then I don't have to be cordial. I don't have to be nice to you. I can be cordial, but I don't have to be nice. You can come by, you can cut this cake, you can take a picture with this baby, you can bring your gift. Goodbye. You don't need nothing else. You can even take 3 or 4 pictures and post them on there like you was there the whole time. Nobody don't need to know. Oh, he definitely can't come on. He don't respect anything, anyone. Those are life choices. Those are choices that you make. If I'm having a party for a kid and you're the uncle that cusses and fusses and get drunk, you're not welcome. You're not coming over. If you're disrespectful in that way, you're disrespectful of my domain, then you can't come in. Father or not, uncle or not, cousin or not, mama or not, you're not allowed to come in. You need to conduct yourself well. This is my property. And so in that situation, you're just not welcome to come in. You just need to make other arrangements.
Linda, light some bay leaves. Burn those bay leaves. It worked once. It'll work again.
Listen, I tell my son all the time, life is hard. You need to learn these lessons now. So, I mean, if that means that your daddy can't come over, you need to know that your daddy can't come over. Listen, she might want a pony. What if she tell you she want a pony for her birthday? Are you going to go and buy a pony? Or are you going to say that that's not a reasonable expectation that you have? Life lessons. This could be that time where you get to stand up and be like, you know what? This is just a disappointment that you're going to have. You're not getting a pony and daddy's not coming over to be rummaging through my house.
Linda says she's going to get her done. Get her done.
Exactly.
Next in line, Kina, is who?
She said no. Crystal said no, you cannot use the bathroom. The gas station is out. Listen, I can give you a beer bottle and you can handle that around the corner, because you have the equipment to make where you can do that anywhere. So let me give you this can, this bottle, this cup, and you handle that on the side of the house. You ain't got to come in. I'm sure we got a bush over in the corner. Listen, I don't have to be cordial. If you're disrespectful, I can match your disrespect. Use the corner out there. You want some water? There's a water hose. If you're disrespectful, I'm disrespectful. I can match your petty. I can match your disrespect. You don't have to be in my house. And you know what? I'm human, so I don't always have to be composed, and I don't always have to be the one who lays down my convictions to allow you to be there. Yeah, you want to see your kid, then maybe you need to be a better person. What if his issue was that he came over high on meth all the time, and she was like, I want my daddy there, but you know he's going to be high on meth. Would you still allow him to come in the house? Sometimes as a parent, we have to make those decisions and say, you know what, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, but unfortunately, she's a grandparent. That makes it even more difficult. Tanya says, will court go my way this month? This is a pendulum question, I think, right? And I don't have much. I didn't bring my pendulum.
I do. What is my way, though? Like, you have to define what's your way, because winning could also be losing. You know what I'm saying? What if it, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. I don't know what your situation is. And so my way could be, I don't want my kid to see his dad because I'm just angry and bitter. Like, what is your way? What is it that you want to go your way? So you need to be a little bit more specific. But I'll do a 3-card spread for you.
And Tanya, are you here?
I get vengeance in this question. I don't get, they could be my energy. Look, let me clear my energy.
Yeah, this has to be a family situation. I see that very determined male and female. But I got the 10 of Cups for her, which is good because that means that's a good outcome. So I guess the outcome itself is a positive one, if that's what you're asking then.
Crystal said, is this money related?
It's definitely related to
very
somebody
worried
who
about
can't be trusted. Somebody who can't
What
be
is that,
trusted.
Don? What card is that?
7 of Wands, 7 of Swords.
Okay.
Somebody who cannot be trusted. Lord have mercy. I wish she was here because it'd be interesting to see what her man, I'm telling you. It seems like it's a relationship situation, like a divorce or whatever, or child situation. The man is very volatile. There could be some history of abuse there, and she just feels so beaten down. I think she has no confidence left. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling.
Because I said, Spirit, how do you want her to move forward, or how do you want her to approach the situation? I got Temperance, like be patient with the situation. I feel like it's been long and dragged out because the next card I got is a 9 of Swords. Because you got the 7, I got the 9. Like it's been worrying her. It's been weighing on her mind, and she really wants the outcome to be in her favor. I do wonder if it's about money, either child support or a settlement of some kind. Like Crystal said, I do feel like it's something about money, and you're wondering if it's going to be favorable for you. And I don't feel like there's malice on your part. I feel like the other side is just mean. Like they show them as a angry as, and I don't know what animal this is. Maybe it's a wolf or something like that, but it's somebody who's very angry and upset, and they're like gritting their teeth and they're growling at you and they're ready to pounce on you. So I don't get that it's a positive situation and you feel like the victim in this situation and you really want the outcome to be in your favor. So let me get one card to see what the outcome of the situation is for this case for you is. Spirit, give me one card for Tanya regarding the outcome of this situation. Give me one card for Tanya. Ew, I got the 8 of Swords. I feel like it's gonna go on, like it's not gonna end tomorrow or whenever it is. I feel like it's gonna be continued because I got you're still tied up. And then the next card I got was feeling left. Ooh. So maybe it's not going to be in your favor because I feel like they're going to drag it out. So feeling left out could be them just dragging it out. I don't feel like it's going to end this month. I feel like it's going to be you feel bound, like tied up, like until this is over, I can't move forward. And then I got feeling left out in the cold. So I don't get that it's going to end when you go to court the next time. And I keep hearing the word compromise. Like, is it really worth it? You know how people get in a divorce and they're like, it's my dog, it's my toaster, it's my sofa. My mom gave us that washer and dryer. I want to keep it kind of situation. So I feel like, is it worth the battle that you're going through, or should you just wash your hands of it and go? Listen, when I separated from my son's dad, I didn't want anything that he had touched. I got rid of everything. Every freaking thing that I could get rid of, even the dishes and the cups and the glasses that he drank out of. I didn't want anything. I didn't want anything that had his energy on it. I wanted all new everything. I don't think she's here because she hasn't responded, but just what Spirit is telling me to ask you is it worth the battle? Like, if whatever you're fighting over is something that you can let go and move on from, would that be better for you? And then what did I get? Like this, that relationship, that partnership. Are you ready to let it go? And then the other thing I got was that Queen of Wands, that nurturing spirit. Like, I feel like it's something very passionate. It's a very emotional issue. I'm surprised it wasn't the Queen of Cups, but it was this. So I feel like this is that nurturing for you. And that's what the conflict is, because this came out in the reverse. And I feel like are you going to make that compromise? Are you going to make that give and take, or are you going to nail this to the wall and just let it drag on and drag on? So that's what I got for Miss Tanya, who's not here. But I don't feel like it's going to end this month.
Super. If you are on my website, my webpage, my YouTube page specifically, and you have not yet subscribed to Angie's YouTube page, then I'm going to supply you with this. And this is the logo. If you turn your phone on, hit that little picture and scan that QRC code, it will take you to Angie's page.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Don is a whiz. Look how fast he did that.
So if you click on that, it'll take you to Angie's page and you can subscribe. Easy to find. You don't have to type anything. I put it right there for you.
Oh my gosh, Don, I love you. Look at you. Look, Don is a technology guru. Let me tell you.
So make sure you subscribe.
Look, you see those little feet that are behind Don? That's Jesus sitting up on Don's mantle, and he's just looking at Don and just smiling at Don.
He's always watching over me.
Oh, I love that, Don. That is the cutest ever. Look at all these people scanning the QR code. Don is a freaking genius. I love that. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Keena, look at what Don did. He is just the day first he was here, he just said, I'm still here, Keena. I love that. Oh my gosh, Don, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Oh, that is beautiful. Don is like a genius, a general for me. I thought that said General Love. I'm about to be like, Dave, you waited all this time and you want to love? And all I heard was love don't live here anymore.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, Dave, you're next. And who's after that? Irene. Irene is the last person on the list. So, Dave, you're next. We're reading you. And Irene, are you still here too? Okay. He wants a general reading. It's funny because the song that I hear is I Am Ready for Love. Keena was singing this the other day. I Am Ready for Love by India Ari. But I feel like the song is being drowned out by the drop of coins on the ground. Like you are choosing between your career and between love, and the money is winning out. Like you can't see anything without love. You're not prioritizing love. If you get a little bit here and there, boom, boom, thank you, ma'am. What I get is the money is what's important to you, because the ching, 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 ching of the money is drowning out the sound of the song and the love for you. So I get that you're concentrating on the money in order to use as an excuse not to look or not to be honest about love, or to truly pursue the love that you want. And so you're content with, getting a little bit here and a little bit there versus settling down and making a true commitment in love. So that's how they're presenting it to me. Don, you can go ahead while I shuffle these cards. And I'm going to do a past, present, future on you, Dave.
Okay. Dave, I'm pulling 3 cards. I'm going to do things that can propel you forward, things that hold you back, and then how you can use the knowledge of those things to help you find your way ahead. The thing that propels you forward is you have a very good business sense, and you're very patient with your business sense. And so apparently in the work environment, you think very clearly, you have a good mind in reference to what you do, and you don't mind using it. So that is something that's going to help you move forward. Make sure you always use your logical reasoning during those situations, and give your advice when necessary or when it helps you. Don't hide it under a bushel. The thing that holds you back is you worry too much. You worry too much about a lot of things, and you don't take enough time to give yourself a break. Okay. So one of the things you need to remember and to learn is you got to give yourself more opportunities for a break, more opportunities to give yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay. Make sure also you're spending time with your family more, because one of the things that holds you back is, again, sometimes the drama in the family when they feel like they don't get enough of you. So now what does that mean moving forward? It means, again, you can put it together and be successful. If you have a good family behind you, if you have a great, logical, reasonable mind in business, then you can be a success, because the family will help you to rise to the occasion, and you will rise. This is that Knight of Pentacles. That means money is there. So again, know that if you, again, put those things together, as I mentioned, in the way that I mentioned, and you will certainly be able to use that to your advantage. Again, don't be a dreamer. Don't be a non-doer. use your mind, let your mind tell you what to do, and then follow through. And again, make sure that you appreciate the family and spend a little time. Don't always work. Don't work yourself into a coffin. The last thing they're going to put on your gravestone is, he worked harder and never saw his family. You'll not see that on the gravestone. You'll not see that.
You know what I heard? Here lies a man who worked himself to death.
Yep. Seriously. Yeah, that's kind of the attitude I was seeing. So,
so you did the whole spread, Don?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was it. Correct. Mm-hmm.
So I did a past, present, future for you. Dave, you can go ahead and make your announcement, Don, if you want to.
No. Go ahead. Okay. No.
So your past energy is the Emperor, stable, stability, protection, able to take care of your needs, your wants. So this is that for me. The word that sticks out with the Emperor is stability, protection, foresight, good business mind, being able to protect. An emperor is somebody who rules a kingdom, who makes decisions that affect everybody in the kingdom. So that was your past energy. That's where you were in the past. Your present energy is the Knight of Pentacles. And in the chat, I saw Angels Will Fly. She put the word stalling. This is the energy that I get. This is that slowdown, that movement not moving forward, that money not coming, them blessings not coming, things that you want taking a long time. Because remember, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He's dependable. He's hardworking. It's routine. It's repetitive. He is that person who you know that you can count on, who's going to be there. And so what they're saying is, be mindful of the slowdown. You've slowed this down yourself because you stepped outside of your stability, and now you're in a slowdown. You're not moving forward. And so then I asked what your future energy was, because I did a past, present, future. So your past was stability, your present is a slowdown, and then your future is conflict, because you're not deciding in any one way. You're just kind of just moving through life, blah, 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 blah. And so there's going to be a conflict because you're not making a decision that you need to make. But then I said, well, what's the advice from Spirit? They said justice is there. The scales are going to be balanced, but you have to take accountability for the slowdown, for the stagnancy, for not staying in your emperor mindset, for not being where you needed to be mentally in order to move forward, and allowing whatever it is to distract you. Your overall outcome of the situation is the 10 of Pentacles, if that's what you choose to get yourself back on track. Like, justice is coming once you get back in that mindset. The scales are going to be balanced. The universe is going to give you back what you gave out. So if you were unkind, then that's what you're going to get back. If you were nice and you gave out goodness, then that's what you're going to get back. The 10 of Pentacles is there. That's the culmination. That's that wish fulfillment. That's everything that you want. That's the money. That's the material blessings. That's that 10. That's everything that you want materialistically. And then the Hierophant says, you know better. And literally, that's what I heard. You know better. Use your intuition. You know how to get the momentum started again. What is keeping you from doing? What is in your heart space? Because they gave me a little twitch in my heart. What is in your heart space that's keeping you from doing it? Is the heart the green chakra, Don? Is it the green?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
You know, what's the green? What's the heart chakra, Keena?
She's saying green. Yeah.
Green. Okay, green. So they're showing me that they're showing me that heart chakra, that green chakra, and then they're making my chest hurt. You know, in your heart of heart, in your inner gut, in your inner knowing, however men think and whatever they used to think, you know better. You know how to get this back on track. What are you doing to get your life back on track and to keep this from being your energy? Because although this says this is your future energy, you could not even get to that and just go right to this. But are you going to take accountability and get the momentum moving again? Is how I'm seeing it. So that's what I got for you, sir. And you're not commenting, so I don't know if what I said made any sense to you, but I feel like it did. And you know what you need to do to move forward. Like, sometimes I know what I do. Listen, my guys tell me every day, you go do these sit-ups, Angie. You said you want a flat stomach. Do you want to sit? You go do the sit-ups? And I'd be like, I'm going to do them tomorrow. Do I have a flat stomach? No. You know why? Because I do the sit-ups. I'm just saying. I know what to do. Am I doing it?
Exactly. Totally get that. I believe me, I face that often myself in my own personal life. It's like, Lord, I know what I need to do. I don't do it.
Am I
And
going
then
to
I'm
do
like,
it?
yeah, how come it didn't happen? Because I didn't do it. You have one person to blame. Right here. It's like nobody else. It lays right here. Not easily, I assure you. I don't like when I know I do. But it is what it is.
And you know what? They keep showing me a lady, like they don't show me her face or anything, but they show me a very sexy leg. I feel like you get distracted when a woman's in the room or when somebody whoever you're attracted to or whatever species you're attracted to, I feel like you get distracted when something hot and sexy and possible is in the room. Like you kind of lose all direction as to what you do because all you can focus on is that what's over there. They're showing me that scene from Bad Boys when they were in the with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith when they were in the club and they were supposed to be investigating Club Hell to find out if this drug dealer was in there, and the lady was dancing on the counter, and you can see Will Smith following her around, her dancing, and Martin is in the bathroom getting his butt whooped by by one of the people who's trying to get them out of the club. Like Martin is getting his butt tore up. Next thing you know, he comes crashing through the fish tank, and Will says, "Who done tore off and whooped your ass today?" So that's what I'm saying. You get distracted. That's what they're showing me, is that you get distracted with shiny things, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a love interest, but you're definitely distracted and not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So that's what I got for you.
Super. So who is next? And while we wait for the next one to pop up, also, if you are on Angie's side of the YouTube ledger or the Facebook ledger, or whatever, and you want to come and also subscribe to mine, this is the way to do it. Just click on that icon with your picture, your camera, and click on it, and it'll take you to my
Oh
YouTube
my
page.
gosh, Don, I love that.
It's so convenient. It's such a nice thing to have. So
You're gonna have to show me how to do that so I can go ahead and make one for when me and Sherry Berry and the rest of them are on live. I love it.
absolutely, yeah. I'll help you and Keena put it together.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yep, it's convenient. So again, click on that, take a picture, and then it'll take you to the website and click subscribe. So therefore, we
That
do
is
it
the
all.
neatest thing ever. Like, oh my gosh. Just technology is amazing.
It is. It is. It's
I
coming
wish I
on.
could scan a QR code and it just take 5 pounds off. Click, click, click.
In time. Who knows? Irene B. Money General. A general money read.
It's funny because before I even could see the word money, I heard general and I heard money, 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 money. Who sings that song? What's the group that sings that? Tina, who sings that? It's not the Temptations. Or is it the Temptations?
No,
Who sings that? Money,
no,
money,
no,
money,
no,
money, money.
Money.
You know, tell us in like 13.5 seconds. We'll just have to wait for her to look at it. It's like for the love of money. That's what I heard. So I feel like money is coming into you. I hear the casino. Ching. So the casino sound to me either means that is not who sings that song.
No, I don't think so.
No. Not for the love of money.
That's like a band sound, like money, 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 money.
It's first of all, Keena, they're black, and that's not true there. So when I hear the sound of who did she say?
The OJs?
Look, we all sitting here with Google. Keena go figure it out. Okay. So again, I hear that song. I see the I hear the ching 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 of the casino. So either somebody has a gambling problem or you're gonna win or you're going to get money that is a gift. Like if you go in a casino and you win, that's a gift. That's not sweat of your brow. That's not money. That's not what you worked for. That's a prize for playing a game. So I feel like money's coming into you, but it's not going to be through your working through your hard work and efforts. It's going to be a gift. It's going to be a surprise because I keep hearing surprise. Like they keep showing me a jack in a box, but when the jack jumps up, it's a wad of money. So I feel like you're going to get money as a surprise, like blessing or something. And I keep hearing refund, like something you didn't even realize was a refund. Like maybe you prayed for something and you didn't get what you want. So I get a refund. And so then what information do you have? Oh, what's the one that Sherry Berry always does? Your path, your purpose. You know, your purpose and your path, your path and your purpose. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna do so. Don, you can go ahead while I get that together. I'm gonna do your path and your purpose, or whatever the hell it is. Is it your path, your path and your purpose for you? She said yes, about to play the lottery. And waiting for your taxes. Okay.
Yeah, it's the OJs.
There it is. Okay.
It's the OJs, and it's funny because I love the OJs. I don't know if you remember it or not, but there's also what was the other song? Backstabbers. Remember that song?
Oh yeah, I do. Yep.
I love that song. So let's see what we got. Money General. Oh Lord, you got the Wheel of Fortune, but you got somebody you can't trust at the same time. So the Wheel of Fortune says, you know, the money is okay. If you own a business, you got to be careful. You got an employee, or you just got somebody around you who you cannot trust them with your money. I'm telling you, be careful about someone around you. And this is the Hermit card, so it tells you pretty much what the Hermit card again is an indicator that that you kind of know who this person is. You kind of know about the money. Be careful again. Be careful about that person and the way they're spent. I just see them taking. I see them taking, and
Don, do you kind of get, oh, she said, yes, got a small business. Because I was just going to say, do you kind of get that like it was a business deal that is not going well or is going bad? Because that's the energy that I was about to say. Is that what you're feeling? Go ahead.
Yeah. And it seems like it's a female energy that, again, is somebody you really can't trust. I think that they're wonderful. It's interesting because their attitude toward you or your attitude toward them is changing. That's what this is all about here. It's like they're keeping you from moving forward.
Oh, is it my sister? Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's a female energy. That's all. I do know that because it's a female energy. I don't know if it is indeed your sister specific, but I do get a feeling like, again, it's somebody who you know and trust. And but it's funny because, again, you know who it is, and again, your attitude toward them has been changing recently. If she's a female and she's fertile, that's probably going to be her because it's a fertile Myrtle who is doing this. But she's going to show herself. She's going to tip her hand soon. She's going to make a mistake because she's going to do something very stupid, very rash, and it's going to blow the top off of it. And that's when you're going to have the strength to make the decision to say, you know what, we're not doing this game anymore. I'm not going to be your bank. It's not my job. And it's going to shake things up. It's also going to cause a bit of a conflict between your family, but it's going to have to go. It's going to have to happen. So stay strong and be ready to act when time comes. Don't put your head in the sand. Don't walk around your head in the sand. That's not going to be good. How can you walk around your head in the sand? I just thought about that. That doesn't make sense. Don't walk around with blinders, or don't put your head in the sand. How's that? Lord have mercy. As soon as I said it, I'm like, damn, that was stupid.
I understood exactly what you meant, Don. You walk around and you just put your head down in the sand, and then you lift it back up, and then you put it back down. I knew what you meant, Don.
You only see what you want to see. I'll put it that way. Yep. It's like, if I don't want to see it, I'm looking the other way. I don't see. What else do you have, Angie?
Okay, so I did the your path, and your purpose. So for you, I got that you jumped into this deal quick, fast, in a hurry. You did not listen to your intuition. You did not do what you're supposed to do. You jumped in like, oh, this is a good idea. I feel like it's some kind of party planning or something, because they showed me a balloon arch. So it's some kind of planning business or some kind of it's some kind of partnership that you're doing, where event planning or something like that. If it's not, then it was a conference or it was something like that, like you were supposed to. So you jumped on it. Oh my God, this is a good idea. We have the same ideas. I want to do this, but this person wasn't reputable. And so I asked what your, it was you, your path, and your purpose. So your path was to slow down. The universe wanted you to take your time to research it, to make sure this person wasn't. You didn't care. You just went off on it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make some money. It's kind of how people think they're going to do a real estate. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to get me some houses. I'm going to flip them and I'm going to make fast money. And then you find out you got to pound the pavement. You got to, do this research. You got to be knowledgeable about these things. And it wasn't as easy as what you saw on TV that said, flip my house. Okay. Because I got some kind of party planning. Okay. So she said a baking business. Oh, party. It is party planning too? What was that about the cake? Oh, have baking business and baking business. Have to make my sister's son a cake. Okay. So yes, you jump right in there thinking, you know what, I got this, or I can handle this. We're a team. We're gonna do it. And Spirit wanted you to slow down. They wanted you to think about it, but you're like, scared money don't make money. You jumped in. I feel like you fronted all the money. You had the idea. You had the talent, and this person latched on as what should have been an assistant, but you took them on as a partner. And so that's why Spirit wanted you to wait, but you did not. So then the purpose I got is that this is your creativity. You should be moving fast. This is that passion. This is all that desire that you got. So the fast moving energy was good, but it wasn't for a partnership at that time. It was for you. So this fast moving energy, this creativity, this passion, this coming in, moving in haste, that's what your purpose would have been, solely on your own. This would have been beneficial to you to get started on your own and then bring somebody in. You tried to drag them along, and they were a weight, they were an anchor instead of a help to propel you forward. And so then the Three of Pentacles is coming. So teamwork is coming. That's what's coming for you, but you got to choose wisely who your partner is. And I felt like this is a hard lesson for you. So the slowdown that you're experiencing, or the drama that you're experiencing, is a life lesson. When somebody gets a divorce, what they learn, they usually learn a lesson about either themselves or what they truly want in life. And so I feel like you decided, you know what, next time I'll do it myself. I do feel like you were the brains behind this. You were the money behind this. You brought somebody in, again, who should have been an assistant, not a partner. They should have been down here, and you made them equal to you, and thinking they were going to pull their weight. Not everybody sees the vision in your business that you see in your business. So you fronted all the money. You had all the creativity. This person is falling through. Like, maybe they're not setting appointments. They're not bringing the materials. They're not professional. They don't see this because they didn't invest anything into it, and you're at a loss. And then your 10 of Cups is coming. You're going to get that wish fulfillment. You're going to get that joy. You're going to get that emotional fulfillment. And it's going to be that, see, I did it on my own after I dropped the anchor, because I see you cutting that cord and the anchor dropping back in the water. And that's all that emotions, letting all that drama go. So right now you're in a restructuring. You know how people be like, you know what? We took on too many people. Now we got to restructure. We got to, thin out the herd, get rid of some of these people. And then you need to move forward alone. And then once you get everything established the way that you want to, if that means you take one party a week versus taking 2 or 3 parties a week, that's how you slowly build, so you get the experience that you need. And then you take on somebody else when it gets overwhelming, when your reputation comes, because now you've got a reputation of not maybe being professional or not getting the job done, when if you'd have went a little bit slower, you could have built the momentum and capitalize on it. So you're on your way to this, because I asked what is the advice from Spirit and how you move forward. So you're on your way to this. You just got to do that restructuring and get everything back in order. And I don't feel like there's going to be hard feelings on your part, because when you get this, it's going to be that, see, I did it and I didn't need you. I knew I could do it. I was trying to help you out. And this is what I always tell people when you're trying to be famous. You can't bring the whole village with you. It's a weight that you can't hold. Get there, get established, and then see who's ready to move forward too. Just because you're ready to move don't mean they're ready to move. I made the I established it. Are you ready? And when that person steps up and is ready to move, then you tell them how to do it. You don't have to finance it. You don't have to build the plan for them. You tell them, I did it. If you want some help, I'll help you. I'm not going to foot the bill for you, finance it for you, or build the plan for you. I'll help you to get to where you want to be. And so that's what it is.
Super. Well, Irene, hopefully that gives you some direction and some understanding of where you are, where you need to be, and something maybe that you need to take some steps to ensure that you have the success that you are looking
Miss
for.
Irene, are you a short person? Because I get a very good energy out of you. Like I get a very tall energy or a very big energy from you, but like you're a little lady. And when people see you, they don't think that you're that aggressive person, that tenacious person. That's the word Spirit used, was tenacious person. But I also get that you're a sweet, loving energy that's just cute. She said, yes, I'm very short. Yep. They showed me that you were short, but your energy is huge. Like you fill up a room with your energy. You're funny. You're fun to be around. People like you. People are attracted to you. And you feel like this is breaking down the image of who you are. And you just want to shed this skin and recreate yourself. And it's going to happen because you're just a loving spirit. And they're showing me the justice card mentally. So they're going to balance out the scales and you're going to be fine. But it's a lesson learned. So now when you get your success, it'll be based on you and not somebody else, and you'll make better decisions next time. So I get it. I even see you writing like a book, a how-to, a little like one of those little binders. You know how they have the little spirals that you can like sell on what is it called? Amazon. Like you do a how-to. This is how I did it. And it's just you on the front, just smiling and lovely, and beautiful. And people are loving your energy and they're actually buying it because you make sense. And if it's not you doing a how-to, it's you saying, these are my plans. This is how, like you have a book and you present everything that you've done. Maybe it's that like, oh, this is the party I did. And you have photos of it and they can see how great your work is. He says, yes, doing my hair right now. I haven't done them, but you're cute as a button, so you're going to be fine. All right, Miss Irene, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously you've been in here before because we're paired. Oh, she says, I love that idea. I do see it for you. I do literally see you having that little book. It's not that thick. Like you don't have to do a lot. Just a little spiral notebook and people can flip through it and they're either seeing what you've done or you're giving them a plan on how to do it. So I like it.
Well, I think that's it, right? We're done here? Well, everybody, before you head out, if you are already on my YouTube, make sure you pop one more time over to Angie's and click that button. Make sure that you give her the love by subscribing to her side. And then thank you, whoever just did that. We appreciate that so much. And then for those of you who have not done it to my side, pop on over and click on the same thing and connect the link there as well.
I so love this. Like, Don, I have to take you out. Like we're taking you out. We're going to lunch. We're going somewhere. We're going to Lolo's because first of all, we got to replace that bad food that you have. And me and Keena are taking. Well, Keena don't have to come. I'm taking you out. And we're gonna.
Keena, she's like, what?
Well, remember, Don, I texted you today and I said, Don, I just see you laughing and having a good time, and this being a very good night for us. Like I literally saw everything. Look at Keena's name.
How you just kick me out of dinner like that? Like how you gonna invite me?
I invited you and kicked you out at the same breath. Like me and Keena go, you know what? Keena ain't even gotta be there, Don. This is me and you. I brought you in. Look, I brought you in this world and I'll take you out.
Like, dang, you just go renege on your invitation
out so
like
fast. Like, you know what? Better yet, this is gonna be me and Don, and we gonna get 2 platters each. Like, he get a platter, I get a platter. Everybody gets a platter.
Everybody gets a platter. She was like giving catnip in front of you. She's like, here, that's
right. I like Lolo's.
It is so good. Don, we really do need to go though. So we'll plan a time to go.
That sounds good. That sounds good indeed.
Great time. Great time tonight, guys.
We did. It
Absolutely.
was fun, just like I saw it was. Like, I was like, Don, I see us. We're laughing. We're having a good time. The energy's hot. We got a lot of new people, and that's what we got. A lot of new people tonight. And I just loved it. It was high energy. Now I can crash because I worked 3:30 a.m. to 6:30 this morning at my other job. And then I rolled right on through to my next
take a
job
nap?
and went straight up. I haven't taken a nap or anything. When I go to sleep, I'm just going to be dead asleep. Knocked
You were
out
on fire tonight. You were on fire tonight. I mean, the spirit was kicking high, and you were able to. I mean, your level was right there. You had synced up very, very well. And
I love it. I do. And you know what? I did exactly what you've said and what Tina has told us to do before. Call in your guides. Like I was like, who's ever here for whatever, come on in and do it. And I also have a piece of
Oh my goodness.
the black tourmaline and the what's the blue kyanite
kyanite
on my person. The kyanite gives you that clarity. So look, guys, look, I had it on me, and look how on fire I was tonight. It used to be on a necklace and it broke, and so I just put it close to my heart. So it's the blue kyanite and the black tourmaline.
Yep.
So maybe it gave me the clarity I want, or it could be Saturn and Pisces. I don't know what it is.
When I used to work, the very first job I had.
You're going to feel Saturn and Pisces. You're going to feel that.
The very first job I had was at Montgomery Wards, and I worked in the bargain center. And it was in downtown Baltimore, so it was where everything came through and then was shipped out, catalog and stuff, as well as a store. And when we would have big old sales, we would have like paper goods sales. And so paper towels for like 50 cents a roll or whatever. Anyway, then everybody would come flooding into the bargain center. And the ladies, they would be coming in and they would go digging down here to get the money and the wallet.
And then it's all wet.
Yeah, and you come out and you're like, oh my goodness, yeah. So when you did that, I'm thinking it took me way back to 16 years old.
You done triggered now.
I know you triggered me. I'm like, oh my God. Digging for the money, and it comes out and it's kind of wet, and they're like, and it's like, oh geez. Sometimes
have you ever seen one of those stores like you go to the corner store and they say no boob money? No boob money, like you can't pull it out your boob. I've seen those signs like don't pull that money out your boobs. It's wet. Listen,
some of them would take it out of their shoe, and they take the shoe off, and I'm like,
ew.
Oh God, no. Oh Lord. I would keep Lysol up and I'm like, in front of them I'd spray because I'm like, I don't care. I'm not like
no, that's
exactly. I'm telling you, people don't think about that. Like I have to test it. Your sweat is all over, your body is all over. Hi, Cindy Moreland. She said she just wanted to say hi to me and Don. Hey, nice to see you tonight. Glad that you came in. Linda said, thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. So nice to be home and be able to share this time with you all. Miss Linda, we missed you in the comments. We know when you're in there because you keep it all fired up. Crystal, thank you for staying the whole time. Can you believe Crystal stayed the whole 3 hours and it wasn't all love readings because Crystal loves a love reading. Crystal goes on vacation, comes back, and she was like, oh, how was your weekend? I'm telling her everything. She said, this all I hear. Let me pull some cards and see what your love life gonna be about. I said, go to bed, Crystal. Go to bed right now. Nobody want to hear none of that. Go.
She was supposed to be reading in the comments with y'all, and she was not. Near the end, she did.
Angels will fly. Thank you for showing up. We're ready to have you on this side whenever you're ready. She gonna say I left for about 30 minutes. Oh, you did?
You did.
Aisha says she just subscribed. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this was so much fun, Don. Look, I feel like we're getting closer and closer to our live performance at Stand Up Live. I'm just about to say it.
Do what, angels?
How do I do that? Oh, the QR code that Don put up was only for Facebook, I think. I don't think it was only for YouTube. I don't think it was for Facebook, if that's what she's asking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when we go live, we can go through any of the channels that you have access to. So
well, Angels Will Fly always catches us through Twitch, and so you put the QR code up, and I think she was trying to do it through Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, Oh, she said, what platforms are we both on? Oh, we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and I'm on Twitter. Don has 2 Facebooks. I have 1, so that's 3. And then we both have YouTube, so that makes 5. And then we both have Twitch, which makes 7. And then I have Twitter, which makes 8.
We both have Twitter. I have
Oh,
Twitter
we
too.
both have Twitter, so that's
Yeah.
9. There you go.
Yeah, we're at 9. Yep.
And we do it all through Restream. That's what we I think you're asking us, Angels of Fire. So if you go to Restream, and Restream is free, or you can pay for it.
No, it's
that's what she. Yep. So she got it.
Yeah.
She's catching up. Yeah, it's through Restream, and so it allows you to put more. So the more you pay for Restream, the more platforms you got. So we have Restream.
Everything originates from Restream, and even all the graphics and stuff is saved in Restream, and then we post them. Everything then goes out as one package across to each of the platforms.
And you know who found this? Don.
Of course.
Don found Restream, and then we linked up on Restream, and now we're worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yes, Angels will Fly. You can try it. It's free. And then you can upgrade if you want to add more features, like the logo that Don has. I think that's an upgraded feature. And then the number of platforms you get is something with an upgraded thing.
Yeah, I think you get 2 destinations. You can use 2 destinations for free. But if you want additional destinations, then you have to pay. So if you are just doing YouTube and Facebook, or YouTube and Twitch, or whatever, as long as you have 2, then you're fine. If you want more, then you have to pay for an upgrade on that one.
And also, I think you have to pay to allow Keena to be the admin, because we both set Keena as the admin, so she can log in as us and function in the background like us. So I think that's an upgraded cost too. We figured out how to make Keena admin. So in order to be able to let Keena to do what she does behind the scenes, I think you have to pay too.
Yeah. But it's a very powerful tool. Even the free is very powerful, and you go right up and it automatically syncs. The only thing you have to be cognizant of is that for YouTube specifically, the others are okay with this. But YouTube, you have 100 characters in your title. So when you start writing your title, if you go long and then you go live, YouTube will not connect, but they won't tell you they didn't connect. And you're like, why isn't YouTube working? It's because your title went too long and YouTube would not connect. Now you can go back in while you're live and fix the YouTube fix, but it's a bit of a pain. But YouTube is the only.
She doesn't really want to do any personally. She would just hop on for us. So we would just send you a link. So who's ever hosting it, like on Wednesday nights, Don hosts the link. So he would send you a link. You would click on the link, and then it would just put you in like you would be behind the scenes until Don lets you in and shows you like this. Like if Don didn't want Keena there anymore, he would click the little screen and she would go away. And then you have the opportunity to link all of your platforms too. So like when you send the invite, it will say link your platforms, and you can log into your platforms. And so then like if it's 3 of us, like Keena could have linked all of her platform. No, because she's under her Don's login. But like say Sherry Berry was here, she could link all of her platforms, and it'll be probably 12. And Keena will probably quit if we had that many. But all I'm saying is, when you have a guest, they can log into their platforms too and share over. So every time you add a guest, you can add. They get. I think the guests get up to 3. Well, up to 3 or 4 platforms. Don?
No, I don't think it's. I think it's only limited as much as for me. So I think it's unlimited because right now you're on. Okay,
so maybe it's unlimited for you.
I think.
Oh yeah, so there you go. So once you send the link, it says, do you want to link your things? And then you go through it, you have to log in. That's the problem. Most people don't remember their logins because they haven't had to log into Facebook in so long because it's been on their phone. So you have to know your logins and then give them permissions to give Restream permission to access all of your pages.
But once you go in and you set up, like you create your account on Restream, you go in and you set up your destinations. You do that with YouTube. You have to set it up and connect through and wait 24 hours before you do your first live. And that's because of YouTube itself in the end. And then you log into Twitch or whatever through it. After you do that, even when you're sent a link from somebody else, when you go in through your thing, it'll automatically connect to your destination. So once it's set up, which is great. You don't have to do it every time. It makes it very much more convenient. But the first time can take a little time and a bit of frustration, but it's easy. But yeah, so you should definitely try it. We need to have you pop in and we'll send you a link. But and we send usually when we send the link, it's usually within like a 15 minutes to 10 minutes or 5 minutes before going live.
Yeah.
There you go.
Aisha, I'm gonna do you right quick. I was doing your cards, and just give me 1 second. I'm actually almost done with you. I'm doing because she said, "Can I get a love reading?" And she's been in there. So Aisha, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna do it for you right quick. Jesus Christ, it's just popping out. So I'm doing you, your person, and then the outcome of the situation, or where is it heading? It's your energy, your person, and then where is this heading? So for you, this is what you want, Miss Aisha. You want the love, you want the marriage, you want the whole thing. This is your energy. This is where you want to go. This is that 1111 card. You see them holding hands, walking together like they just got married. That's what you want, Miss Aisha. You want this right here. Your person isn't sure what they want. This is that unknown. This is that secretive energy, or they're not expressing to you what they want. They're kind of being like they're not really showing their cards, and so they're being very mysterious about it. This is that moon card, that mystery that you don't know, and so you're wondering how your person is feeling about it. And then I think the last card in that spread is so it's you, your person, and what is the last card? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. You, your person, and where is this heading? So that's the last card. Where is this heading? So I'm about to do the last card, which is where is this heading? But I feel like this person isn't telling you how they feel. But I get that they like you. They just don't want to express that to you in that kind of way. But they may not be quite ready for this. They're not quite there, but they're not expressing to you what they want. And then let me do one more for where you're heading. Where's this relationship with Aisha heading? Where is this relationship with Aisha heading? Oh my gosh, it's a mystery because they don't want to tell me where it's heading. Come on, where's this relationship for Aisha heading? Give me one card for where this relationship is heading with her. They say you know that this isn't heading in the direction that you want to, because you want something a little bit more stable, and this person isn't getting. Before I pull the cards, I heard he ain't the one. That's literally what I heard. And so the mystery that he's giving you is because he is not ready for this, and you know that you're just holding out hope that he would be that, and he hasn't been there. Yeah, they're not giving me a card to I'm gonna take this one. Three of Swords. So it's not going in the direction that you want to. So again, this is what you want, your energy. This is him not telling you what you want. And then this is the heart. This is where it's heading. So it's heading to a breakup. But they're saying you already know that. You were just trying to get confirmation as to what's going on here. And so there you go. Oh, and then Angels Will Fly says she got lies, like he's not being truthful. And so that's what this is. This is that mystery. Like he likes you, but not enough to be committed to you in that way, or to not even like make you the only one. So that's what I got. Yes, Crystal, these are the new cards. These are the Modern Witch Tarot cards. I love them. There are so, Nita used to use them all the time, and so did Shauna. And I kept saying, I was like, I gotta have these. And Keena bought them for me for my birthday. So there you go, Miss who was it? Aisha. So this is where you're heading. And if you want to know what
the card that Angie just showed you there, Aisha, that 3, that also can sometimes mean that you both aren't alone, if you know what I mean.
Relationship. It could be a third party. Yeah, that could be it. So that 3, so not only is it heartbreak, but it could be heartbreak. But that's what I got, is that he's not committed enough to make you the only one. So that's what it is. He's giving you that mystery. So you're unknown, like, oh yeah, he likes me. We spend time together. We have sex. We have fun. But then when he leaves, he's also going out having fun and sex with somebody else. And so this is what you want, but you're enjoying this, but this is where it's headed. So your energy, his energy, what you want, what he wants, and what the outcome or the direction that it's heading. So there you go. Sorry, Miss Aisha, but I'm glad that you're here and that you stayed to watch.
Absolutely.
She says you make it. Yes, she said thank you. It makes so much sense. There you go. But I do hear, because I get that ace card, that something new is coming in, like an ace of cups and an ace of wands. So I get a new love is coming in if you open your eyes and let go. Sometimes we hold on to what isn't good enough for so long. We don't realize that we're just holding up whatever. Like your husband is standing over there just watching you be, mistreated, and he like, well, when she gonna decide that she don't want to do this no more, so I could just step on in and just take care of her. So that's kind of how your husband is looking at you, like, when you gonna let this boo-boo the fool go so I can come in and be your emperor. So there you go. Think about that when you're trying to decide whether you want to move on. You are holding up your husband from making you a happy unit.
Yep.
So there you go.
And for everybody out there who joined us this evening, for who stayed this long, this one's for you. No music to it, just a little thank you.
God, you're such a guru.
I've got to work that a little bit better because it's very short. With that said,
well, you know what? I saw that Angels Will Fly was telling us about the Raiders. How many new subscribers did you get from the Raider thing?
Oh, I don't know. I saw a number of, I know at one point we had 17 people come in from there.
Oh my gosh, I had never heard of that. Just turning over your thing, your they turn over their live to you, and then all of their watchers are watching you now.
Yeah,
that's the cutest thing. I've never seen anything like it. I like
that. That was very cool. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I have to send major kudos to the guy. I forget his name. I forget what was his name. I'm trying to look back here and see it.
Do you think it'll show you on Twitch who did it?
It probably does. I'm trying
Angels
to
Will Fly. Will it show us on Twitch who did? Oh, she said you got 27 new viewers from the Ray, and it was at Cosmic Unwind.
There you go. At Cosmic. Thank you. Thank you, Cosmic Unwind. It was amazing. That was really nice.
I'm gonna go and subscribe to him because I'm
too. Yep, I will respond in kind. Absolutely. That was very nice of him. And thank you for letting me know what that is, by the way, Angels, because I had no idea. Shows you how I'm a neophyte in some of these within some of these platforms.
I saw the comment, but I'm like rating. I'm like, are they stealing your people? And then when she explained it, I said, oh, that's such a nice thing to do. I've never heard of anybody doing that. She said it was so in depth, hit the bullseye. Thank you, Miss Aisha. That's what we're here for. Remember, we always approach all of our readings and healing. Like we have fun and we laugh, but we're always trying to heal you and make you a better person, or give you options to look forward to. Like you don't have to go and break up with this person, but you can be mindful of the situation and just be more aware and act accordingly. Sometimes just knowing what your options are or how to do it makes you make better decisions.
Yep. Knowledge can be power. Knowledge can be power. It's what you do with it. That's the thing.
Exactly.
With that said, Angie, we are out of here. It's been wonderful. You were on fire today and had some great
readings. You. I love it. Love it. Love it. I love
watching a professional do the thing. It's like I just sit there and like I'm in awe. Yeah.
I'm just waiting on me, you, and Keena to have our Donahue moment where we're passing that mic around in the audience. Or was it Montel? You said Montel?
Well, Montel reminded me of because he used to have Sylvia Brown all the time. So I was thinking of Montel. So.
Oh, she says she thinks that we would benefit from a Nightbot as well, but I'll look at what kind of coding that would look. Oh, thank you, Angels Will Fly. She's going to look into something else for us. I don't even know what any of those words mean in that paragraph that she put in there, but thank you. We are excited about it.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know either, but I'll work with you to figure it out. That's for sure. So
bye, everybody. Thank you all for sticking around. Now we're almost at 4 hours.
Don't tell anybody. They may think it's a regular this way. Yeah. This is unusual, but it was good, and the energy stayed high all the time. That's the cool part. It just stayed high, which is wonderful.
It did. It was so nice, and I'm glad Tina dropped in. I think that picked it up a little bit too.
Yeah, that was cool. It's kind of nice when you're mentor.
It just looked like words. Everything that Angels Will Fly said, it just looked like words. They all were the same word.
Exactly. All right, everybody. Thank you again so very much.
Have a good night.
So there we go. It's not
Oh my
playing.
gosh, it was so much.